You're listening to
Two girls.
One Crypt.
Listen if you dare.
Spoilers ahead.
I don't know what the hell's in there, but it's weird and pissed off, whatever it is.
What's your favorite scary movie?
You shouldn't live, Bill.
Happy Women's History Month. This episode couldn't have occurred at a better time.
Mm-hmm.
I have some definitions for you today to open this episode. And if anyone sticks around after I rant about the definitions, you're in for a great episode. Misogyny. Noun. Defined by Webster's as a dislike of, contempt for, or ingrained prejudice against women. Weirdly, Webster's dictionary also defines misandry, noun, as the dislike of, contempt for, or ingrained prejudice against men. But one of these things is indeed not like the other. Outside of homophobia and transphobia, men are not beaten, murdered, harassed, or abused for refusing to be policed by social norms. Social norms imposed by men, by the way. So, what happens when women are able to fight back? Sometimes that's unfortunately only possible through fictional media. Sometimes we have to fantasize about being a succubus or having teeth in our vaginas to fight for ourselves. Or maybe we dream of building our perfect partner or exacting revenge on the men who harm us in order to feel in control of our own bodies or just be ourselves. You're listening to Two Girls, One Crypt. I'm Misty.
I'm Kindle.
And that was a total stream of thought. And if I would have actually sat and wrote about how misandry and misogyny are not just opposite sides of a magnet, I would have, but I'm not gonna. I'm angry enough.
Yeah, it's funny because we are famously, man haters. Let's just
Yes,
let's just be honest. And
proudly for me
proudly.
anyway.
and so this I realized that, like, if any misogynists are listening, they probably don't listen to us
No,
because 5 minutes in they're like, these bitches.
yeah,
But
and
yeah, it's gonna be heavy on
yes.
this one because this is what we're talking about. Good for her.
And the men that are our friends, our partners, like the people
Yeah.
close to us, will not be offended by what we just said
No,
at all.
no. They
Only
know it doesn't apply to them.
exactly. But anyway, I think I said this last time when we spun. Sometimes we blind pick movies, or we just kind of pick a movie. We don't know what we're getting into. We fully
Yeah.
picked these on purpose because we love these movies. Some of them we've been waiting, dying to talk about. We've been
Yeah.
waiting for Good for Her to come up on the wheel since the day we started the podcast.
100%. 100%. And one of these movies is one of my absolute favorites. So I've literally just been waiting. And I
Hmm.
even thought, like, oh, I can't use it for, I don't know why I wanted to save it. It's like
Yeah,
when
you
you get a really cool
hesitated.
sticker and you're like, I don't want to
Yes,
use it.
I
Like, what
know.
are you going to do? It's just going to sit in a box and you're going to forget about it.
I know.
So yeah,
No, I totally understand that. Like, it's like you don't want to waste it on. It's not wasted.
it's definitely not
We just
wasted.
talk about one of our favorite movies.
Hmm.
Uh, so I love the phrase "good for her." It's my favorite shirt. Um,
I tried getting that shirt, but
yeah, she only does drops, I think. Like, I
yeah.
don't even know if they still make this one.
Yeah, I think Shane tried buying it for me and it wasn't.
They have
I love
another
that shirt.
one that says it's got like a big sword on it. I think it says "Make men go to therapy," and I just love that one too. Great shirts. Um, if I could remember the company, I would say it. That's really fucking rude of me. Anyway, I'll tag them somewhere at some point. Uh, what do you think of as a good for her story, a good for her movie? What do you mean when you say good for her?
I think like feminine rage and like coming of no, not coming of rage. Coming, I mean maybe coming of
Yeah,
rage.
I think so.
Um that could be in this as well. But yeah, feminine rage and like a revenge, honestly. Like if a woman was done wrong
Hmm.
and they have to avenge themselves, good for her, you know. And a lot of time I think that includes a woman doing wrongs. There's a famous like trendy quote right now: I
Hmm.
support women's rights and women's wrongs.
Hmm.
That goes hand in hand with good for her, you know, because it's like all these women did something wrong in these movies, but it's like good for her. She
Yeah.
deserved it.
Yeah.
And
I
it's always, almost always, I don't want to say always, but it's almost always against a man
yeah.
who did her wrong.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's against a man who didn't do her wrong, or a woman in a case in one of these movies.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah.
Yeah. I have a really bad habit of like digging deeper every time I come to like a conclusion for myself. I'm like, okay, but what if? And then what if? And I keep going and going and going, like I did with Eileen Wuornos. Like Eileen Wuornos used to be like my ultimate good for her. But reading her story, and I was like, well, some of those men did not rape her, and she just started killing and robbing people. Um,
Yeah.
so I get hung up on details like that for saying things like good for her.
I think we have to look at it surface level.
Hmm.
You know, I think we have to look at it for entertainment. Eileen was the true story.
Yeah.
So I think in the case of like the best case here, maybe Sandy,
Hmm.
you know,
Yeah.
like she didn't have to do that, but honestly, good for her.
Yeah.
I mean, but like if
Because
it was a real
sh
person, I don't know what I would think. I'm not gonna say I would or wouldn't because I
if the
don't know.
facts that were presented to us in this fictional movie were the facts in real life for a real case, I think I would still say good for her in
I
that,
mean, same, yeah, but
me personally.
yeah,
Um, I don't
I want to
advocate
say yes, yeah.
for willy-nilly killing human beings. As someone who is, anti-murder for the most part.
Yeah.
Um, but there comes a point where enough is enough. Um, there comes a point where to make a story balanced, somebody's got to go. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Like somebody, and real life, we as women are pinched and prodded from the beginning, metaphorically and physically, from the beginning of our lives. And it's just a constant battle of not trying to piss everybody, or this is how I feel, not trying to piss everybody off
Yeah,
by just existing the same way that men get to exist.
that's the thing. Like, if I don't want to talk to you, I've seen posts online. I don't know how I'm online too much, but I've seen posts where men will say, like, hey, if we're I think there was this one guy on TikTok. He was like walking like a hiking trail and he
I
was
know who
like,
you're talking
hey,
about.
ladies, if a man smiles at you, maybe just give him the courtesy of smiling back. If he smiles and
Mm-hmm.
says hi. And that guy got his ass handed to him because
Mm-hmm.
women are like, hey, I don't want to make eye contact with any man on a like an empty trail. Like how many, you know, that's
Yeah.
how people die. And
Literally, and
it's like
literally
we
every
don't know
day.
if you're a good guy or a bad guy. Like leave us alone.
Yeah.
We don't owe you a smile. And for them, they're like, oh, it takes like 2 seconds just to look at me and smile. No,
It takes
because if
two
I look at you and
seconds to
smile, what
continue
are you going
walking
to do
past
after that?
me and mind
Yeah.
your business, you
Who
know?
I don't care about you, you don't care about me. I already shared my story about that guy
Mm-hmm.
following me outside of the Riverwalk Mall, and I was like, I didn't talk to him. And when he finally said something, I was like, hey, I think I said I'm sorry, which I hate that, but I was like, hey, sorry, I don't usually talk to people in empty parking lots. And when I said that, he was like, oh,
Yeah.
like it clicked. But it's like
Yes.
we don't owe you attention.
And I think I don't, because there's a lot of, we talk about being chronically online. There's a lot of buzzwords that get used just for engagement. And, people use like patriarchy, the word patriarchy, or, the phrase, we don't owe you anything. And I think that comes off to just because you scroll and watch a 5-second video, scroll, watch a 5-second video. So when men hear that, it probably comes off as really bitchy. We don't owe you. But if you stop and just fucking think about that for
Mhm.
why, what does that mean? Like, why do you feel like you're owed a smile? Like, why is a woman supposed to smile at you, a man she doesn't know? Like, why do you feel like you deserve that or that a woman should do that for you? I think people maybe just need to stop and think about things for a little while and
Yeah, like
understand that we've been taught since we were literal babies and little girls to be meek and quiet and abide by the rules, which for some fucking reason we have a lot more of them than men do.
yeah, I think let's see, this is 2018. So however many years ago that was, 8. 6, 8, 8, Jesus Christ.
Hey, yeah.
Anyway, it was Christmas
Mhm.
and no shade to my wonderful mother. She's literally perfect.
Mhm.
But it was Christmas party and we have a huge family, so we had it at like it wasn't a Shoney's, but I feel like it was a Shoney's like. It was like a restaurant with like a room, you know?
Yeah.
And so we were there in the waiting room and or the waiting area and mom's like, "Hey, go around and hug everyone." And I was like, "Okay." So I went
Mhm.
around and hugged people and I was like, you know, 30 years old.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
Because that's just what we're taught. And then I'm like, I don't have to hug these people. I don't think they want me hugging them. So and I recently saw a lot of my family at a funeral and I told Shane, I was like, I'm not hugging anyone, which
Mhm.
I did hug people, but it was because I wanted to. But
Yeah.
like I don't I it's complicated, but also it's like if I don't want to hug someone, it doesn't mean I don't like you or I just
Yeah,
don't.
it's nothing personal. And
Yeah,
yeah, I think that's a probably more of a Southern problem.
I
I
think so.
think we
Yeah.
are taught to hug and kiss everyone, which I will tell you was one of the things I made sure no one told my child to do.
Yeah.
I always told her, you don't have to hug or kiss anyone you don't want to.
Mm-mm.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah. And like Shane and I are both very conscious with like kids,
Mhm.
like our nieces and stuff. Like we're like, can I have a hug? And a lot of times we're like, oh, give Uncle Shane a hug or whatever. But it's like you don't have to if you don't want to.
Yeah.
You don't have to give us a hug,
Yeah.
but can I have one? Like
Yes.
they need a consent. They don't because there's times where like maybe they don't like us. Like maybe they don't
And
want
maybe
to
I
hug
don't want to
me
hug your sticky child. Like, also, they
too.
stink.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's super uncomfortable when obviously a child does
Dick.
not want to interact with you as an adult because you're a big person. Like, and then their
Yeah.
mom or dad is like, no, go hug or go kiss. I don't know. Now it's
Fist
weird.
bump. Give me a fist bump. If you're
Wave
going
at
to make them
me,
do something,
flip
give them
me
a high
off.
five.
I don't give a shit.
High
Like,
fives are big
yeah,
in our circle of toddlers, of the kids that I nanny or the kid I nanny and our friends. But like high fives and fist bumps. Like you don't have to give me a hug.
yeah.
Now we do hug because we're all a little
Hmm.
family. But anyway,
And I
yeah, like
do
I'm
not
not
hate
gonna
children,
make
by the way. I love getting hugs from children. It's one of the great joys in life. But
I distinctly remember you holding my little 6-month-old baby niece at my wedding, which is if you meet, you've never, I don't think you had ever met Daniel or Joy,
mm-mm.
and you were holding the baby, and I remember that, and it was really sweet.
That's funny. I don't remember that.
I think it was you, or was it Heather?
Um, I don't know. I was on an antidepressant that I was not supposed to be drinking on, really. And I was like, there's no way in hell I'm not gonna drink at this wedding. So there are probably
I did not know that.
a lot of the parts of that night I might not
Now that I
remember.
think about it, it might
I
have
may
been
have picked
Heather.
up a strange child. Who knows?
I think it might have been Heather now
But
that I think about it.
I
But
I
anyway,
love I love babies. I get baby fever
yeah.
terror. I mean, we're going off the rails.
I
Um,
also love kids,
yeah.
obviously, but
But the
I
point
also
is,
love not having my own kids, in case
yeah.
anyone cares.
Oh God. I totally get that. I never
Yeah.
could I have more than one. A very happy I have my one child. Don't regret it a day in my life, but
Yeah.
God help me if I'd had any more children. I'm not made for it. I'm just anyway. Um, point of all that trauma dumping is that we are what's the word? Like taught, we are trained
Oh, yeah.
from children to be,
Conditioned.
yeah, conditioned, thank you, that's the word, to be compliant. I don't think a lot of people believe this. I But I cannot, especially myself at the starting in 5th grade, becoming a member of an evangelical church and it being ramped up to like 1 million. And we'll talk about purity culture for one of your movies, which
Oh,
made it
God.
so much with the condition. I will
Can't
tell
wait.
you, the conditioning of purity culture and the conditioning of women having to be compliant and smile at a man when he says to smile is exactly what got me into a lot of shitty situations when I left my home as a young adult and was thrown into the world and was never taught how people actually behave.
Yeah.
Being compliant does nothing but get you in horrible situations. Um,
Another thing, which is a little bit of a tangent, that you just, I mean, I could say that, but you talked about religion.
mhm,
Something that I always was so uncomfortable about, even as a small kid, and then the very few times as an adult I went to church, is I guess it depends on your denomination. I don't know if
mhm.
every church does this, but at the beginning of a service, they tell you to stand and like shake hands and say hello to your neighbors. I hated that.
Yeah,
I
we didn't
don't
have to do that.
I don't know. I grew up Baptist, and then I don't know if Methodist did it or not, but yeah, you stand up and you're just like, "Hi, how are you? Hi."
That's
I
Catholic as well. Like in
hated
Mass,
that.
you have to turn and like bless all your neighbors.
I hate it.
Um,
I don't. And
yeah.
then I think a lot of times it was like, "Wow, it's so good to see you." Like, because you're never here. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I just
That
hate that.
passive aggressive.
Yeah.
Well, where you've been. Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah. No, we could definitely talk
Sinning.
about
That's where I've been, Karen.
uh
Sinning.
being a whoremonger. Um, but other than the movies we're talking about today, because we love this category so much, we'd like to broadly recommend other good for her movies that are some of
Yep.
our favorites. We've talked about some of these, like American Mary.
Mm,
God, I love that movie. Midsummer, we've talked about that. We talked about Carrie. We've talked about Ginger Snaps. We've
yep.
talked about almost all of these.
Yep.
Hellraiser 2.
Oh, I didn't think about that
Yeah,
one.
Julia.
Good
And
one.
the Queen of Hell storyline that could have been. The
Mm,
Witch, one of my all-time favorites. And
mhm.
Revenge, from the
Yeah.
same director as
The Substance.
yes, thank you. And Raw.
Oh, Raw. Yeah.
Revenge is
Also,
great.
Promising Young Woman, we talked about it on Patreon.
Hmm.
I would say that's good for her as well.
Yes,
We
I'd put
did
that in there.
debate whether or not it would be a horror. But you should check that out if you
Yeah,
are a Patreon
if
member. If
mhm.
not, it's $5 a month, and we have lots of really cool stuff on there.
Ding. Um, and we kind of discussed this a little bit off air, but I'd just like to bring it up again so we can
Yeah.
discuss it now. I had a live thought because I almost put I Spit on Your Grave
Mhm.
as a good for her movie. And then I just thought for like a split second, and I felt weird about putting a strictly rape revenge movie as good for her. And I can't really pinpoint why. Like there are there is sexual assault in the movies we talk about today
Yeah.
and a lot of the ones that we just named. And so why don't I hesitate to put American Mary on there? Um, but why did I hesitate to put I Spit on Your Grave?
Yeah.
And I think it's because the only logical conclusion from the things that happen in I Spit on Your Grave is that all those motherfuckers are murdered slowly and painfully. Um, it's like there's no other way for that movie to go and have it be enjoyable.
I don't know.
So yeah, good
So
for her, but like how else are we going to deal with this? Like it's got to be good for her.
I say I I don't know. I would say yes.
Hmm.
But so I actually have not seen I Spit on Your Grave.
Hmm.
But a lot of the good for hers has to do with sexual assault, which is a good time to
Yes.
say that this is episode is going to talk
Yeah.
a lot about sexual assault.
And that just stems from the fact that women statistically have to deal with this at an astronomical rate, and so that's going to end up in stories often.
Yeah, exactly. It's in a lot of movies and a lot of horror in general
Hmm.
that aren't even good for her or revenge horror. I
Hmm.
mean, you could like have a completely different subgenre and have revenge horror and have perhaps like revenge would be better on there
Hmm.
too. Last House on the Left.
Hmm.
But because like that is a revenge story, but it's also not necessarily good for her because
Yeah.
it's her parents, but I don't know. So I think that's where we're just really starting to pick
It's
stuff apart.
nitpicky,
Mhm.
yeah. But yeah, you're right. I mean, I Spit on Your Grave is Last House on the Left too. Except unfortunately, it's not the victim who has revenge. We would say good for her mother, I suppose.
Mhm.
Um, good for her, the memory of her. I don't know, but same premise as I Spit on
Oh.
Your Grave, except it's the actual victim who exacts revenge, which
Mhm.
is nice, you know. Horror is one of the few places that we can play that fantasy out. You know, I said in the introduction, sometimes we have to fantasize about stabbing someone to death because maybe legally or socially, we don't see justice.
Yeah.
Um, and we're forced to bear that burden for the rest of our lives. So, yeah, we're going to fantasize about stabbing someone to death. Sorry if that's offensive
Mhm.
to anyone's sensibilities. Um, yeah, anyway, that was a lot of rambling. Sorry about that. Let's start talking about our movies.
Yeah. You go first.
Okay. I think I'm gonna start with May.
Okay.
Um, May used to be my secret movie that like no one had ever seen. And I would be like, "Have you seen May? Oh, you like horror movies? Have you seen May?" Like this was for me.
Mhm.
Um, it's not that big of a deal, but anyway. May came out in 2002. It is rated R. It is an hour and 33 minutes long. Our
No one
synopsis.
talks about May though, is the
No,
thing.
it doesn't come
No one
up.
talks about it.
And it's
I'd
not
never
like
heard about it.
I think this is a genuine hidden gem. Like it's
It is.
not um it's a good movie objectively, I think, and it just kind of fell through the cracks.
Also, the cover is horrible and is the reason that I surpassed it because Tubi, I feel like it lives on Tubi. That's where we watched
It
it.
has been there for
Um,
decades.
it it has been there forever and
Yeah.
it has been recommended to me so long. And I'm like, this looks stupid. Cause Tubi,
Yeah, you never know.
But then I guess one day I finally was like, what is this movie?
Hmm.
And I read about it and I was like, yeah, let's do it. And I'm halfway through. I think I texted Misty. I was like, I'm watching May. I might have been like, have you seen May? Or I usually I know she's seen something,
Right, especially if it's
but
on TV.
yeah, but I'm like, I'm watching May. And she's like, I love
I'm
May.
so excited you were watching that movie.
I love it.
The
It's so
cover
weird.
is weird.
It's
For years I just saw like, I mean, it looks like a say it's her bust from her like bust up to her head, and she's got like a halo around her. It just looks like a picture of a saint or something. If you zoom in, it has medical equipment shining around her head, which is way cooler. But if you're just looking at it on your phone, you don't see that. It doesn't look like a horror movie poster. Let's put it that way. Um,
it's yeah, it's just it's I think it's a product of 2002
Absolutely.
and it could be better. Like
I
if they
agree.
redid it now, I think it would be so much better, but it's not.
It's a product of its time for sure.
Yeah.
Um, well, the synopsis of this incredible Tubi movie is a socially awkward veterinary assistant with a lazy eye and obsession with perfection descends into depravity after developing a crush on a boy with perfect hands. If there's ever a synopsis that's gonna yoink me into watching a movie, it's that one. I love a good hand. Just saying. This is also one of my favorite taglines. There there are no good holes, just parts. As in WHOLES.
Yeah. Please hold
Yeah.
your that's what she said to
Yeah.
yourself.
Our
I
director,
do love that.
it's a good one.
Yeah.
Holes is apparently not, maybe not a word. I don't know. My autocorrect keeps trying to correct it, but who cares?
Hmm.
Our director is Lucky McKee, who directed one of the most gross, deranged. Actually, this movie we might watch one day, either in extreme or good for her as well. The Woman, um, which the lead actress in May is also in. And he also did the Masters of Horror segment Sick Girl, which is about bugs. I remember that one being really gross. Um, I like him as a director. His work just feels very like MTV, if that makes sense. It always feels very like early 2000s. Speaking of our notable cast, we have Angela Bettis. I think that's how you pronounce her last name, is Bettis, who plays May. You may have seen her in Girl Interrupted. She was in the 2002 TV movie Carrie as Carrie White.
I'd never seen it, but I feel like she was probably perfect.
Yeah, I don't know if I've seen this one either. I might have to go watch it.
Yeah.
She was in The Woman, as I just mentioned. She was also in Lucky McKee's Sick Girl, and she was in 2 episodes of Dexter, which I forgot to write down the character. I don't.
Interesting.
Yeah. Um.
Um, Real quick.
Mhm.
So we have the original Carrie. We
Yes.
have the remake with Chloe Grace.
Yes.
We have this TV version, and then we have the Mike Flanagan. So are we gonna have four, or do we have?
I feel like there's another one. There
I
was
feel
like a
like there was
sequel.
another movie.
There was
Oh,
like a
yeah,
Carrie 2.
The Rage or something.
Yeah, The
Carrie,
Rage.
The Rage,
I
Carrie too.
don't know if that was actually terrible. I cannot remember.
I'm just very curious.
It's been adapted a lot.
My wheels are
Oh,
spinning for
I see.
yeah, for podcast stuff. Even though we've
Yeah.
covered the we've covered two of those movies,
Hmm.
but
It's okay.
just
But
curious.
the new one comes out later this year, so
Is it later this year?
mhm.
Are you
I'm almost
so
positive.
I don't think I realized it was this year.
Yeah.
That's so exciting.
There's no like official date, but I think it's
Right.
set for late this year. Which I get a fucking Mike Flanagan, Carrie, and Werewolf at the end of this horrendous year. That is my treat.
Is your treat.
It is my treat.
And for me,
For
it's the new
surviving.
Hunger Games as well. I'm
Yes.
very excited about
I
that.
still have to read the book.
Um, I've read it twice since it came out last year, and it is so heartbreaking. It really, truly just brings together so much of the pieces of that story
Oh,
even
really?
more.
Hmm.
Because what we think we know about Hamish's games from Catching Fire, we don't know.
Yeah, I need to read it like stat.
It's so good. And I'm very, very, and the budget for that cast is fucking insane. It is Hunger Games 2.0, and I'm so excited. Anyway,
Oh
I'm
yeah,
going to
it's like
stop talking.
Hunger Games All Stars. They knocked the
Yeah.
casting out of the park. I'm so
I
excited.
remember, and it was like 2000, I want to say 2010, 2011, something like that. And I did not have smartphone. So I did not have access to the internet during the day.
Hmm.
And every day they were casting the Hunger Games, and every day they would cast two of the district tributes. So I would go home and
On
I
like the
Google it.
official website, probably.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
we didn't really have social media then.
No. And so I'd go home and I'd Google it, and I'd be like, ah, this is who like District 7 is, who no one cares about, but still it's like exciting. It was
We very
every
much
single
cared
day.
about it.
I did. Oh my
Yeah.
God. And I was so hung up on who was being cast in that movie that when they announced that Jennifer Lawrence was being cast, I left my house, drove to the nearest grocery store, rented Winter's Bone on
She was
Redbox.
phenomenal in
Because I
that
was like, I
movie.
need to see what this girl has.
She
And
has
then
it.
I was watching, I was like, oh yeah, she's good.
She's
I
incredible in
want
that
to watch
movie.
that again. I haven't seen that
That
in
was a good movie. You
Mhm.
also have to watch oh, what was the one she was in with Christ.
Rob.
Yes, last year. It was one of my favorites of the year. Of course, I can't remember it.
Die,
Die, My Darling.
Die, My Love.
Die, My Love. Yeah.
I need to
Die.
watch that.
That's
Yeah.
a song title. Die, My Love. So good.
Um, I fear Robert Pattinson is that guy.
One
I
of the great actors of our generation. Yes, he
fear
is.
he has been running a long con on us for 20 years.
He is the ultimate mega troll. I'm sure you know this. He lies all the time in interviews. He makes stories up. He tells interviewers just random shit and then it gets published in magazines like the next. He absolutely lies. He is one of the greatest actors of our
I would
generation.
never say this to him because I get to see him all the time.
Yeah,
I would
duh.
never say
We'll
this to
talk to him
Rob,
after this.
but that is a very Edward Cullen of him.
Oh, for sure.
Edward Cullen would do that if Edward Cullen has sense of humor.
And he would hate it if he said that to him because
Mhm.
anyway. Always comes back to Twilight, man.
There was something else that I was going to bring back to Twilight at some point. I'm sure it'll come up. Go on.
We can't help it.
Mm-mm.
The rest of our notable cast, it's not a ton, but the most important one is Jeremy Sisto, who
Mhm.
plays Adam. If anyone has seen 6 Feet Under, like 6 Feet Under ruined my life. It is probably my favorite TV show of all time. Jesus Christ, I loved him in that movie. Or you may in that show. You may know him from Clueless.
That's who I know him as.
You may also know him from Wrong Turn.
Rolling with my homies.
Mhm. He was the voice of King Runard in Frozen 2, which I did not know. He was in
Neither.
13, and he was in a TV series called Jesus, as Jesus.
Which is funny because he dresses Jesus in this movie.
Yes, he did. I did notice that as well. I did put it in my notes, but yeah, I'm glad you caught that because it does take place on Halloween at the end.
I also don't remember him in 13. That movie fucks me up.
I've never seen it.
That is by the same person who did Twilight. Heyo, here we go again.
Yeah. God damn it.
It's
You can't get away from
good.
her. Yeah, I know it's a good movie, and I know Nikki
Yeah.
Reed helped write it when she was like 14 or
13.
15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Which I find incredible. I love
I
that.
do too. Yeah.
We also have Anna Faris as Polly. You may know her from the Scary Movie franchise. We have a new one coming out this year. You may know her from The House Bunny or Waiting, which is one of my favorite comedies of all time.
She also was married to
Hmm.
Crispy
Crisp
Rat.
Rat, who we will talk about later.
Yep.
Yeah. Um, Also notable for me because I am a garbage early 2000s child. Donnie Darko was my absolute favorite movie for a long time. We
Hmm.
have James Duvall who plays Blank. He was Frank in Donnie Darko.
Who was Blink? Was that the guy with the semen hair?
Yes, I was gonna
Okay.
say that because I saw your note.
Yeah.
Semen hair. Okay. This movie is where's my note? This one is for the weird girls.
Mm.
It is also a warning that it won't work with the boy you're obsessed with unless he's a weird boy too. You can find a very handsome weird boy. I did, but he has to also be as weird as you, or you're gonna scare him away. You can't like watch a scary movie with him and then try to bite him and then it not end up great and then be surprised because typically, you know.
This movie kind of makes me wonder if I'm weird enough.
I think we could always be weirder, honestly. I
Hmm.
think this goes back to the how we're conditioned to be quiet and be normal and dress in a way that does not attract attention.
Yeah,
Hmm.
with fire hair. I
Uh,
don't like attention.
yeah,
I'm a
no.
Libra. Of course, I love attention.
Uh, uh, mm.
But I love attention and then I don't love attention. It is a very
I
weird
like to
balance.
choose who
I
pays
like I
attention
like
to
to be
me.
in charge of that. Yeah.
Yes.
Cuz I am definitely one of those like I'm like it depends on where I'm at or
Hmm.
like I love attention that my friends give me, but I
Hmm.
also don't want to steal attention away because sometimes I feel like I have a tendency to just attract. This makes me sound like I'm blowing up my own ego, but like I have
You
rainbow hair. Like
you have an
I,
attractive personality,
yeah, and
so
I,
people cling to you.
yeah, and so I try to blend, but
Enid,
I,
duh.
as a, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I am Enid. I love her.
I, on the other hand, do not like to be perceived. I
Wednesday.
don't look at me. Don't please don't fucking talk to me. Oh my God.
See, I'm that way sometimes too. I
Mm,
used to think I was like that. I used to think I was the black cat, but I'm definitely not.
mm.
And I finally decided in my late 30s that I'm like, no, you're bubbly and be bubbly, but you can also be prickly when you want to be prickly.
You're orange cat.
Oh, aren't orange cats kind of bitchy?
No, orange cats are because I mean I was gonna say golden retriever, but if you also want to be prickly, you have to be a cat, and that means you have to be orange cat. Orange cats are
Yeah.
the most gregarious of the cats.
They are.
Mhm. You're orange cat.
I'm Ned. Because he is a cat. He's a cat. He's a goat.
You're
We saw
s-
goats at the zoo yesterday, and every time I see those goats, I'm like, God, you remind me of Ned. Like horses
I
remind me of
love that.
Ned. Like horses don't remind me of other dogs.
I
Goats don't
know.
remind me of other dogs. They remind me of Ned.
He's so aloof and like
Is
he's so talk about a bitchy animal. He's so like don't look in my direction. How dare
yeah.
you? You don't deserve to. That's Ned. That's
And
definitely a horse.
literally every person like who's is around him is like, he's so sweet. We love Ned. And I'm like, that's so great. I'm so glad to hear that.
And
I'm
you're like,
so
he tried
glad.
to stab me. He ran at me with a knife.
He literally, I tell people that story and 50-50. Sometimes people believe me, and sometimes I think they're like, cool, she's being over dramatic. And I will never get the image of Ned with a knife out of my
I
head.
love it so much.
I should have been dead. But anyway,
It makes me laugh.
it's great. It's the best.
So yeah, weird girls. If you're a weird girl and you like weird movies and maybe, we just said representation matters, this is for you. This
Yeah.
is the socially anxious, sheltered girl final boss. That is May. May was raised by a woman who was very pissed that her daughter had a lazy eye and did everything she could to fix it so that her daughter would be perfect. And so May grew up with this attitude of things have to be perfect. I think it really affected her personality. She is
Mhm.
weird on top of that. This is not our whole problem. May is probably on the spectrum.
Oh yeah.
She's not great at interacting with people, but she wants to. She desperately wants to make friends. As a matter of fact, her only friend is a doll that her mother gave her. He said it was her best friend, so now it's May's best friend. But May cannot take this doll out of the glass box it's in.
I don't I don't get the doll. I
I
don't
think
understand.
the doll, there's no. This is okay. So, because she grew up a very weird girl, was bullied in school for having a lazy eye or wearing an eye patch, kids were. She didn't have any friends. So, I
Yeah.
think she literally just took this doll. This doll is my friend, literally, and just talked. I don't know if you've ever talked to your stuffed animals or your Barbies growing up. I certainly did. I had heartfelt conversations with my stuffed animals.
I
Um,
don't know if I talk to my stuffed animals, but I would talk to like pretend people.
or that too, yes.
Yeah. I still, I mean, I talk to myself,
Yeah.
which is
So,
why I am the queen of voice memos these days because I'm
mhm.
like,
It
these
is
people are going to get my thoughts
live
live.
in my voice.
Hmm.
Um, I think she just really leaned into this doll being her only friend because she was bullied and ostracized, and that just followed her into adulthood.
So you don't think anything's weird with the doll? You think
I
it was all
don't.
just May
Yeah, I think it's all
pretending it was a real
psychological.
person?
I
Okay.
do. I mean, who else can she talk to? Her mom
Yeah.
certainly wasn't kind to her. She couldn't go to her mother. Um, she doesn't have any friends. Her co-workers are weird as fuck. Um, yeah, I think, I don't think the doll's haunted or anything.
Let's talk about her coworker.
Miss Anna Faris. I am sure because Anna is playing a character. She is gay and she is supposed to be just like a big old slut and
Yeah.
super flirty and sexual. And
Yeah.
she does a lot
Hey,
of
doll. Like
she
sultry
slinky,
voice.
yeah,
Yeah.
dressing very inappropriately to work at a vet's office. She does a lot of baby talking, which I can't fucking stand.
Mm-mm.
But
Not a huge
I
fan of her usually.
no, me neither. And I'm sure I wrote it in my notes, I'm sure there's a market for whatever Anna's putting out in this movie, but she annoys the shit out of me. I cannot stand her character. Not just for like her affectations, but the way she treats May, I don't appreciate. She uses her, you know.
Mhm.
But this is why it's a good for her movie because May does, exact her revenge, which may be imagined, on
I
multiple people, and Polly's one of them.
I do appreciate the inclusivity of a woman doing a woman wrong
Yes.
and her being a woman being a slut and because men are sluts all the time
Yeah, they get to be. Well, we don't get to
and
call them that.
exactly.
Hmm.
I wish I wouldn't call her a slut. I just think she's
No, I
a
said she's
rake.
slutty. She's just,
Yeah, she's just promiscuous.
yes,
Good for her.
promiscuous.
Good for her.
Actually, yes, but don't be shitty to don't lead someone on at the same
Exactly.
time, which is why
Exactly.
this is the wrong here.
Exactly. So I do love that they gave us a little, and this was 2002. Like that's
Hmm.
kind of, it's a little new. So I
It
love that.
was. I do remember like that particular storyline because I was like brand new, leaving the church,
Yeah.
watching the movies I want to watch. I remember just being like a little pearl clutchy about, this gay woman.
Hmm.
I was like, what is going on here? I kind of like this. Um, but so May falls in love with a stranger because he has what she deems to be perfect hands. Luckily he's not a complete douchebag. He is a pretty nice guy, so they do start kind of like seeing each other.
Yeah.
And this is why I made the note of if you're gonna take your shot as a weird girl at the boy you're obsessed with, you better make sure he's fucking weird too, because May's behavior is extremely strange.
It's very
They,
weird.
they like, discover they have a lot of things in common. He is a indie filmmaker and he likes to make shitty, weird little horror movies. And in May's mind, she's watching this horror movie about a couple um, having a picnic and then turning to, they start making out and then they start literally eating each
Eating
other.
each other, yeah.
And so in her mind, she's like, oh, this is what he wants. This is the movie he made. He wants this to happen. So she fucking bites him and draws blood. And you can't just do that.
And then rubs his blood on her.
I mean, listen, I love her. It's great, but you have to make sure there has to be a lot of talk before things like that happen. And
Yeah.
she just went for it, man. And she scares the shit out of him. To be fair, is totally a responsible response to that.
I do appreciate having a what is the word? A conventionally attractive man
Very
be
conventionally
into
attractive,
this
by the way.
weird.
May's not an ugly girl though. She is adorable, I
No,
think.
she's not, but she's weird.
She is extremely
You know,
strange.
like when I say conventionally, I say I look at you once, okay, it registers.
Mhm.
Unconventionally as I look at you and then I look again and I'm like,
I gotta find it.
yeah, I think that's an attractive person.
Yeah.
So like that's what I mean when I say conventionally attractive. And May is not someone that people would look at once like that.
Yeah, I
That was
agree.
me. I was not that person. I was not a head turner. And so I appreciate that her
Bad to
needing
baddie. Mhm.
him.
I
um
am biased.
this character was on our very first crush collage
He was, wasn't he?
in Misty's, which I don't think we posted our crush collage this year.
Oh shit. We didn't.
Well, we can do it whenever.
We
It doesn't have
can.
to be
I'm gonna put
B-Day.
another one together. I think I have the list as well. I will do that.
Oh, I thought you
Yeah.
already made it. Was I supposed to make it? Maybe I was supposed to make it.
I think I'll look later. I
Okay.
think I have the list on my phone. I said this on Patreon, but I'll say it here. Jeremy Sisto looks like my husband when I met him. So, yeah, very into Jeremy Sisto, obviously. But man, him in this movie is something else. Don't mind me, I'm just blushing.
I love when people unapologetically love and are attracted to their partners. It
Like,
makes me very happy.
you should be. You know what I mean?
No, I
Like,
agree.
God.
I agree, but
Yeah.
it's like I love that you're blushing about it.
I had to turn my fan on.
It makes it makes me very happy.
Anyway, so he ultimately rejects her, which then really sets some things into motion in May's brain because a lot of weird things start happening in her life at the same time, and she also gets rejected by Polly, her coworker. She loses her doll in a very strange accident at a blind children's daycare.
Well, she doesn't get used by, well, I mean, she gets used by Polly, but she doesn't necessarily get rejected. She has sex with Polly and then thinks, oh, we're together. And then Polly's like, oh, no, girl. I sleep with everyone.
This is my date for today. You can wait until she's gone and then come back, which is kind of gross, actually. Please don't ever tell someone that. Jesus Christ. Come back later? No. Ew. Next week, maybe. Not the same day. Um, yeah, like I said, this whole movie hinges on May. It's something being not quite right in May's brain to where she thinks her actions are the correct ones
Yeah.
after she starts to see people rejecting her again after she finally, as an adult, decides to put herself out there and kind of feels like she's finding her place in the world. She works at a vet's office where she can like do surgery on animals. She fucking loves that shit. She starts working with blind children because she understands being ostracized as a child and she truly wants to help these kids. Guess what? Blind kids are assholes too.
Mm-hmm.
And they break her doll and she
Blind kids
loses.
are kids. Kids are
Exactly.
assholes.
Exactly. And she loses her goddamn mind because her doll is destroyed.
Let's talk about that. The
That scene.
glass,
Hmm.
the blind. So the box is glass.
Hmm.
The box breaks. The glass breaks. The glass falls to the floor. The kids who are blind get on their hands and knees,
Because they want to touch the doll. That's all they
and
wanted to do.
none of them are like, ouch, ouch. They're just like walking around on this
Crawling in the
glass.
glass.
Love it.
Blood everywhere.
Blood everywhere.
Yeah. That was mine and
Speaking
Christy's favorite scene when we
speaking of
watched it.
blood, the
Hmm.
blood mixing with the milk when she
Hmm.
kills the leg girl.
Yeah.
Love it.
Nice scams.
I love it.
Yeah. So Meg gets it in her mind. Well, if I can't make a friend, I'm going to make a friend.
Mhm.
And we get one of the coolest Frankenstein retellings of all time.
Mhm.
It is weird, but it's one of my favorites. And she decides to find the perfect part of all these interactions that she has, the perfect part of those people's bodies, and save that one part and just put them all together. It makes perfect sense.
Mhm.
Um, and I really love the way this movie ends because it's kind of heartbreaking if you're
Yeah.
really into this movie and don't. I mean, it is a silly little movie, but I think it really has something to say. And the end is heartbreaking with her friend that she made. And I don't know. Good for her.
Ned agrees. Good for her. Sorry.
I
I
wish
think
Ned liked the movies I liked. That would make me happy, but
I
I
think
don't think
there's
he
a
does.
delivery truck out there.
Oh.
Um he's on one today. But yeah, no, good for her. Honestly, who am I to judge is the thing. Like do what you need to do, May. I'm not going to judge you.
Yeah. Again, this is a fictional story
Yeah.
and about a girl who does not understand why no one wants to be around her. And I find that tragic. And the fact that she feels the need to put a friend together, I'm
Let's
happy.
talk about Adam. So,
Mhm.
Adam honestly didn't really do anything wrong.
I don't think so.
He was really into May, and then she got weird, and he kind of ghosted her.
Yeah.
But he never really yelled at her. He even saw her again that one time and like came up to
And
her and talked
he
to
was
her and
cool
was just
about
like,
it.
"Hey, I'm really sorry things didn't work out, blah blah blah." Like yeah, maybe he was talking shit about her and she overheard, but I'm sorry.
She was literally standing at his door for 2 hours.
Like I'm
She shouldn't
sorry.
have been standing
If
at
you
his
overhear
door.
me talking shit, I apologize, but
That's your fault,
sometimes
though.
we talk shit.
Mhm.
Sometimes people talk shit.
And
If
like I said, that was an appropriate response for the way she acted in a
Yeah, and he
real
wasn't even
situation.
really talking shit. He was just like, she's kind of she's crazy.
And I'm glad,
You
yeah, he said,
know?
I'm crazy. She's crazy, and I'm glad I got rid of her.
Yeah. Like whatever. And that's not even talking shit. But anyway, not I hate that I'm defending a man,
I
but
know, right? Please.
um he was actually a decent guy and I really do love that. He did not make my shit list for this episode. I do have a shit
I'm
list
so glad you
and
wrote a shit list. But that happens in a couple of the movies that we're gonna talk about. Like, and again, I'll reference Eileen Wernos. Some of the men that she murdered did not deserve to be murdered.
yeah.
Adam did not technically do anything wrong. He was actually more polite about the situation than maybe he should have been. I mean, you know, but again, in the grand scope of this fictional story, I love that she cut his hands off. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? Like, she got her perfect hands on her friend.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Because that's kind of what the movie sort of starts with, is her seeing his hands. So
yes.
it's kind of cool that it ends that way.
Yeah. And again, this is on Tubi, and I do consider this a hidden gem. If you have not seen May, it is a
So good.
delightful little portal into the early 2000s.
And if you are any of our podcast friends, just get ready because we're making you watch this
Oh, yeah.
very soon.
Oh, yes. Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. All right. Our next one is also found on Tubi, probably lives on Tubi as well.
Maybe.
It is 2007's Teeth, a
Mm.
documentary, if you are my friend Nick Jolly. It is rated R. It is an hour and 34 minutes. Synopsis: still a stranger to her own body, a high school student discovers she has a physical advantage when she becomes the object of male violence. I first famously saw this movie high on my friend's couch, so I don't remember a whole lot of it. And so this was kind of my first watch. Not it wasn't my first watch, but like
Yeah, I also had not seen this movie probably since 2007. I don't know. It's been a long time. So I forgot a lot of kind of what
mhm.
happens.
This tagline has me in stitches.
I fucking
Okay.
love it.
Every rose has its thorns.
I just, because you know what? Also,
Might be the
like,
best ever.
it's women's vulvas historically being compared to flowers, and her flower having thorns
We need to
is
start making a
uh
running list of the best
we
taglines.
do, because some of them are God, just excellent.
Every rose has its thorns.
Uh,
That's ridiculous.
I love it.
Director Mitchell Lichtenstein.
Liechtenstein. If you've
Lichtenstein.
seen oh Jesus Christ, the I'll think of it in a minute. Don't just pretend I didn't.
Notable cast, we have
God
Jess
damn it.
Wexler, who plays Dawn. Excuse me, she was in The Good Wife and Monster season 2. We have John Hensley, who plays Brad. He was on Nip Tuck, Shudder, and Hostel Part 3. Hale
I hate
Appleman
him.
play.
Oh,
Oh
we'll talk about that
yeah,
later. Ugh. A
Hale
Knight's
Appleton
Tale is
plays
what I was thinking of.
Toby.
I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Von Liechtenstein is his.
Oh,
That's the
yeah,
only way I know how to pronounce that name.
yeah. I watched that somewhat recently.
I love that
Hale
movie.
Appleman plays Toby. He was in The Magicians, American Horror Story season 11.
That's the New York one that we haven't seen.
Okay.
I was like,
Toby.
I haven't seen him in American Horror Story. That's
Yeah.
why.
We also have Nathan Parsons, who plays Soda. He was in Roswell, New Mexico, the originals, Once Upon a Time, as Nick Branson or Jack Hansel. He was in True Blood as James in season 7. Who is Soda?
Now, I wrote all that down and then I went back to look. So he was you saw Roswell, right? You watched it when it first came
Yeah.
out. He was my
Mhm.
favorite of the aliens. Um, but now I mean I recognize him as an actor, but I do not remember who the fuck Soda was in this movie. Um, because it wasn't the nerdy kid later. I don't
No,
remember who Soda
fuck that
is.
guy.
Yeah. I don't remember. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, this is a very attractive man. I don't
Yes, he
remember
is, which
him.
is why I couldn't remember where he was in this movie.
Hmm.
His name is Soda Spritzer. Who was he?
That's ridiculous.
I don't remember, but
Anyway, he was probably just one of the shitty boys because there's a few of
maybe.
those. Um, okay, so this this movie starts out very uncomfy.
Yes. Speaking of
With
evangelical Christianity.
well, two little kids in a pool.
Oh, that, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a stepbrother, stepsister, and her stepbrother says he pulls his pants down and is like, okay, now show me yours.
Ugh.
And then later you see, a few seconds later, you see that um his finger got bit. And just gonna spoil it, her vagina bit him.
Yeah.
Which,
And when you
good
say
for her.
kids, they're extremely young. Like,
They're very young.
it's so off-putting because he's like 8-ish.
Maybe like,
Yeah.
because she's like
And to be doing that at
4 or 5, like they're little. It's very uncomfortable.
yes. Ugh.
So yeah, she is like, oh God, this is triggering. So she is pretty much the poster child in her community for abstinence.
Mhm.
And oh, my chest is heavy. So I relate to this because Jesus, in high school, we did a presentation. I don't remember what it was. It was in English, but we had to pick a topic that we were like pro.
Mm-hmm.
And then someone had to pick that topic and be against. And so it wasn't a debate, but it was just like whatever. So I picked abstinence, and
In high school, that's a mistake.
I developed a nickname called abstinence. And I mean, it is what it is.
It's a shitty nickname, by the way. Like, if you're gonna make fun of someone because of that, that is the shittiest possible version of a nickname. It's real dumb.
High school was hell for me. I
Yeah.
was bullied so the girls in my high school, I had never had a problem with, honestly. In elementary and middle school, I did, but in high school, no, they were great. The boys, awful.
Yeah. They're
Absolutely
demons.
awful.
Absolute demons.
And yeah, I still think I'm probably working through some of that, but abstinence triggered me. So this is a little triggering because she is also made fun of.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very much like, saving ourselves and don't put ourselves in positions where we could be tempted and yada, yada, yada.
Oh, also the famous "don't cause your brother in Christ to stumble" bit, which
Yeah, that also
I'll
triggered.
never work through that one. How fucking dare they? Because apparently spaghetti straps, or even a
Oh,
tank top with just sleeveless,
yeah.
you have caused your
Well,
brother in Christ to stumble.
then I am unclean today 'cause I'm
Although
wearing a spaghetti strap shirt.
Jesus famously said, "If your right eye offends you, pluck it out."
So
The onus is on you for looking.
I just like whiplash myself by that. Yeah, like if we're gonna use scripture, let's use all of it.
Yep.
Like, okay.
You can't eat shrimp anymore. Haha.
You can't play football because I'm pretty sure it says you can't play with pigs or
Nope.
something like that.
Nothing that has a cloven foot.
Yeah. So anyway, this is not a religious horror episode, but clearly we have some trauma.
Well, yeah, we experienced religious horror.
So they have a sex ed class. And I swear, let's see, this was what, 2007? Is that what I said? Yeah, this is when I graduated high school. So this is so relatable.
Oh, yeah.
I went to a private Christian school and we did not have sex ed. We had health class. And I remember specifically, we never talked about anything like that. And I remember specifically we had like what physical activities burn calories, and there was a list, and I remember sex had been marked out by our teacher.
So weird. I went to a Catholic high school and we had similar, I remember health class where we saw all the disgusting STD pictures. We didn't really learn about sex.
Oh yeah, I did a presentation on syphilis.
Hmm,
It's ironic, isn't it? Go on.
enthralling.
I just want to say it's ironic because I was abstinent. It's not
Not
because I
because
had
she has
syphilis.
syphilis.
Just want to clarify. I realized where that came from. Go
Live
on.
thought. But we had something called Smart Love Day. It was one day every year where no classes, and we went, it was like station to station, like either the gym or the people would come and talk about abstinence. It was called Smart Love Day, where we learned to be abstinent. And listen, I have nothing against abstinence. Your choice to do with your body is applaudable no matter what it is.
Yeah, just be educated. I was not
Yes,
educated.
me neither. It taught me nothing. Again, I will
Nothing.
say all of the religious tiptoeing around sex and the female body and the male body.
Mhm.
I had no idea what the fuck a penis looked like when I graduated high school.
That's the thing.
And that should not happen.
That's the thing. Like,
Or
if
vagina for that
you
reason.
need to know all your options and you need to be educated
Hmm.
before you can't just say no, nothing, period.
Exactly.
You need to
And
know,
also,
well, what if I do want sex? I don't know anything about contraceptive.
yeah.
So,
No, the whole point of the day was there is no contraception. It's you
mhm.
just don't do it. And the only reason you do it is to have children.
Contraception. Yeah, I said that wrong.
No, you
Is
said contraceptive as a noun.
that right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. No, you're totally right. Yeah, you should be educated. You should know what the body parts look
Learn
like.
how to say the words.
Because in
Yeah,
this
you should know
movie,
what the body parts look like.
mhm.
Jesus Christ. Yes, explain.
Well, as Kendall said with the health class, there's a full what is that called? Like a split section of what the male reproductive system looks like, inside and outside shape. But for some reason, showing a vulva and the parts of it is so controversial that there's a large sticker that covers, and that feeds into the problem with Dawn and purity culture as a whole because she's so afraid of her body, not
Mm-hmm.
because of a vagina dentata. We're not even there yet.
Mm-mm.
She's so afraid of her body to touch it or look at it because of she's made to feel like it's a dirty thing. She
Yeah.
doesn't know that her body is abnormal, extremely abnormal, because she's never known what it's supposed to look like. And I know that again, this is a silly fictional movie, but that is so incredibly relatable. It breaks my heart, you know?
It's so crazy because why show the male genitalia but not the female? And it's not like they're showing a Playboy vagina. They're showing
Yeah, it's not like
the
they were
genit
showing an erect penis in the book. It was just a diagram. It's a drawing.
and that's what the vagina was. And it's so crazy, like that women are so looked down upon, yet they're afraid of us. Because our
Literally,
vaginas have
literally.
teeth. This
If
is a
that
documentary.
keeps men out of them, yes, they have teeth.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, we're made to think that our body parts that create life, by the way, only we can do that, by the way, that it's dirty. Um, we're also taught that it's there to be used.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's not for us. You know what I mean? It's not ours. So yeah, we can't show it to other people because it's not ours to show.
We can only use it for procreating and making
Yes,
life, and men can use it whenever they want for
precisely.
whatever they want and
Exactly.
have absolutely no repercussions, even if you're the president of the United States.
Oop.
Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
so let's see. I'm trying to find, yeah, oh yeah, I did say that. This this is a documentary, All Vaginas Have Teeth. Okay, so she is hanging out with this guy named Toby, who is a
Uh,
born again virgin because he stumbled once last
oh
summer.
my God, can we talk about born again virgins, by the way? Because that's an actual thing. I don't
Yeah.
I get confused sometimes, or just like not what people think actually exists in the Christian church and what is made for a movie. That's real. My favorite musical artist when I was in the church was Rebecca St. James,
Hmm.
and I went to one of her concerts, and at the end of her concert, there was an altar call for people to come up and rededicate their virginity to Jesus because she was a born again virgin. And if you've ever stumbled, come up to the altar right now and rededicate your virginity to Jesus. You're pure again. Guys, I mean, the comedy writes itself. It's so fucking ridiculous, but it's real.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. It's so disgusting. It really is just a disgusting culture. I hate it so much.
I don't even. I'm pretty sure we did that at school too.
Oh
Um,
my God. How
anyway.
embarrassing.
Yeah,
And
let's tell
then,
all of my peers that I've had sex.
yeah, because then you can be the cool girl or the
Mhm.
cool guy and walk up to the altar and be like, I'm sad. You're still a virgin. Stop lying. You know, no one had sex with you.
Yeah, so fuck Toby because
Yes.
they're kissing and she says no, and then he tries to have sex with her anyway, and
He
then
does have sex with her. He
he knocks her
enters.
out.
Yeah.
Yes, he does enter her, you're right. But then she's fighting him, and then he knocks her out, and then while she's passed out, he's like, well, since we're here,
Hmm.
so he rapes her,
Yeah.
and her vagina bites off his dick.
I want to interject that
And
amazing scene to tell everyone how incredibly funny this movie is.
yes,
Because when she tells him no and he screams at her, I haven't jerked off since Easter. This
bless
movie
your
is
heart.
so fucking funny.
Poor
It reminds me
guy.
of Saved. You've seen Saved, right?
Yeah.
It's the sa if you like Saved, you'll love Teeth.
It's like satire, but it's
Mm.
not in your face satire.
No, and it's really well written. But I'm
It
sorry, I
is.
interrupted the horrible rape scene to
Well,
say that.
and they do not shy away from showing you severed dicks.
That's right, because we actually don't ever see a vagina in this movie, do we?
Mm-mm.
No, but we see a lot of chopped off
We see a
penises.
lot of chopped off penises,
I'm here
and there
for
was
it.
one that was blue,
Ugh,
which was just
yeah. Chef's
um
kiss for sure. I love it.
so okay, not to get gross and graphic.
Do
But
it. This movie is gross and graphic.
I've always wondered because
Hmm.
there is a famous episode of Grey's Anatomy where a woman is raped and she bites off someone's penis and they
Good
find
for
it
her.
inside of her or something. I don't know. And I've always wondered, like in this movie, it is depicted as what an erect penis would look like if you cut
Hmm.
it in half.
Right. Yes, because it has to be
Wouldn't it
recognizable.
shrivel?
Yeah, because the blood's gone. It
Exactly.
would just, but it's better visually for us to see.
Yes. I just want to make sure that I'm correct
Yeah.
in okay.
Yes, because the an erect penis depends on blood flow to stay
Yeah.
that way. So
Exactly.
if you
So like
chop it off, the blood just falls out of it.
that's the thing, like because when they show multiple ones, it
Uh-huh.
is literally just like I mean, these I'm first of all, these boys are not packing this much heat, but it is, a couple inches of a severed dick.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
She bites it
I
clean
think that thing
off.
would immediately shrivel up.
Yeah, because we even see Toby is like what, like days later, and it still looks exactly the same.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, that's that. Yes, days later, you're right. And it's being like eaten by a crab or something, which
Hmm.
that thing would have been gone. Something would
Telling
have
you,
eaten that
this movie
already.
is
It's
comedy
fantastic.
genius. It
No,
does.
it needed to look like that. I just
Yeah.
wanted to
No, you're right.
disclaim that it wouldn't be quite as maybe it would be satisfying. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not putting
See,
dicks with my vagina.
that part wouldn't be like the part of him bleeding out from the groin is the part that you're going to be worried about because that's where the dying happens. That's
Yeah,
the
no,
important part.
that's also great. Yeah, no, that's
I
so great.
mean, we
The
all know
gore in
about
this is fantastic.
Lorraine Bobbitt, and her infamously chopping off her abusive husband's dick and throwing it out the window. They did reattach it though. But I just always love thinking about her driving down the highway and throwing it out the window and the cops having to go look for it. It makes me feel good.
Good for her.
Absolutely good for her because she was
Good for
shamed
her.
endlessly. He
Good for her.
absolutely deserved it. Good for you.
So this happens, and Dawn's freaking out, and she's trying to figure out what's going on with her vagina.
Yes.
She goes to the doctor.
Okay, this scene, we have to talk about it because if I had seen this movie before I had ever gone to a gynecologist,
Mm-hmm.
I would be so afraid. Gynecologists do not do this. Nothing that happens in this exam will a gynecologist do. That's
Mm-hmm.
rape.
No, yes, I thought you were continuing.
No,
Yes,
sorry.
it's he did not need to put his whole fist in there.
Because she bites off 4 fingers. So he had, yeah. He says that he needs to test her
Flexibility.
flexibility. That is not a thing. Um, Also her being a minor, and she shouldn't be in the doctor's office alone. But anyway.
Exactly. That was my main thought too. Um,
But she couldn't tell her parents because of the whole, purity culture thing.
yeah.
It
So
leads to a lot of problems, guys. Just
good
say.
for her.
Yes.
But now she's like, okay, I'm hurting these people.
Mm-hmm.
I need to turn myself in. And this
Yes.
boy who has been giving her attention, he rescues her and saves the day and brings her back to his house. And you're thinking, oh, he's sweet and this is
Yeah.
very nice.
I want to
This,
mention he's playing the nice guy role, by the way.
yes,
Whenever we complain about nice guys,
Mhm.
and because we have to repeat it so many fucking times, this is what
Mhm.
we're talking about.
Yeah, this bitch drugs her.
Mm-hmm.
And so in my state of mind when I first saw this, I remember, so these two, I'm going to skip. So these two have sex,
Mm-hmm.
and they have sex um so what am I trying to say?
Consensually?
Successfully.
Oh,
Yes.
successfully.
Yeah,
Yes.
because it was consensual for her. And
She
so
realized that when her body does this, it's because she's afraid or
yes.
in danger, whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
So she is willing to have sex with this boy, and so she's able to.
Yeah.
And I remember watching this and I was like, "Oh, that's so sweet. Like I
Mm-hmm.
love that." And I remember this being very sweet and I was so happy. And then watching it a second time, I was like, "He drugged her."
And he had that disgusting little box of toys.
Oh, his
Oh,
yeah, the
Jesus
little finger
Christ.
vibrator.
Stop.
That is so 2007, God.
Triggering as hell.
He Okay, he went into a store and bought that, or he ordered from a catalog, or he stole it from his mama.
Yeah.
Okay, this was 2007.
We didn't have Amazon.
No.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, gross.
so I forgot about that. So
Ugh.
and then the next morning they're having sex again, and she's
Mhm.
enjoying it. And then he gets a
Yes.
phone call, and it turns out that he had a bet with a boy, um, to see who could have sex with her first and
Mhm.
deflower her because she was abstinence.
Yep.
Which thank God no one did that in my high school. Um,
It's terrible.
um, and so because of that, she gets angry and her vagina, and then she uses, like, you can see her face. She
Mhm.
does it purposefully and she bites his dick off. And there's a wonderful, gory, bloody crotch shot. And this is the dick that's
This is
blue.
the blue one, yeah. I actually really appreciate this movie took the vigilante route.
Yeah.
That it didn't do the, oh, there's something wrong with me. I need to fix it so that I can find the
Yeah.
love of my life. I am
Yeah.
so happy that she decided, again, enough is enough. Um, Everybody's just gonna get it now.
Yeah. The best is the end. So her mom has been sick and she ends up dying. And when she's at the hospital, she discovers that she was yelling for help, and her shitty stepbrother,
Yeah, we haven't really
is
talked
it
about him.
Brad? We haven't.
Brad.
Oh God, he's awful.
First of all, this is one of the ugliest men I've ever seen in my life. I'm so sorry to this man. His eyelashes make me want to claw my eyeballs out. He is the most unfortunate looking man I've ever seen in my whole life, which does not, well, it does help with the fact
It
that
does
he's a
because he's
terrible character.
disgusting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Makes me hate him
Yeah.
even
The
more.
only time you see him is in his bedroom having sex with women and being very derogatory. And he has
Yes.
a dog that he keeps in a cage that the dog's name is Mother, which
Mother.
I do kind of love that. I feel bad for the dog,
I
but
know.
so apparently the mom was yelling out for help, and um he was um he was ignoring her.
Hmm.
And so she finds this out, and he has openly been very much into her since they were children in the pool. Ew. And
Yeah. He
so
even tells his
she,
dad that like she's the only one that he wants. Like that's his woman. And I know it has a lot to do with the purity too. Like he sees her as
yeah,
this like pure, oh, his
this is,
incest,
yeah,
guys.
yeah. They're not blood related, but yes, this qualifies as incest.
Absolutely.
So I get to knock that off of our
Yep.
list.
Put it back in
Um,
there.
but yes, so she goes and seduces him,
Hmm.
and he tries to enter the other hole because
Hmm.
that's what he prefers, which is just, it just adds to this man's character. And she's like, no, no. And so she bites his dick off, and the dog eats the dick.
I because it can be reconnected, you can save it. The fact that we can't at this point is very satisfying.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
the dog eating it is
This man
chef's
does
kiss.
not pass the elevator test for
No,
me.
he doesn't deserve to have that body part.
Mm-mm.
Um,
Mm-mm.
and
Nope.
that dog deserved a treat. So, fully support.
Oh, ugh, ugh. Anyway, ugh.
It's
So
just
yeah,
meat to them.
it's great. It's meat, but it's also just bloody.
Yeah, it's just fleshy.
Also, can't you smell that boy's room?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh,
All the boys'
between,
rooms.
yeah. Ugh. And he never
Um,
leaves it either, so ugh,
no.
gross.
Ugh. That his sheets are probably
Ah, crispy.
stiff. Yeah. Brad, Toby, and that other shitty kid with the
Mm.
blue dick are all on my shit list.
Yeah, I didn't write down his name. Yeah. Yeah, they should be.
Mhm.
Top of the shit list. They
Mhm.
deserve, again, good for her. They completely deserve everything that happened to them. I'm a supporter of the chopping off of penises in the instance of sexual assault,
Mhm.
and you can't talk me out of it. So, uh,
Agreed.
all right. Are we ready to move on to my number two?
Yes,
Okay.
very much so.
Mm. The gorgeous 2021, shall I say, masterpiece of a movie that is Last Night in Soho. It is rated R. It's an hour and 56 minutes. Our synopsis is aspiring fashion designer Eloise is mysteriously able to return to 1960s London, where she encounters dazzling wannabe singer Sandy. But the glamour is not as it seems, and the dreams of the past crack and splinter into something darker. Our tagline is a murder in the past, a mystery in the future. The director is Edgar Wright, whom we have spoken of before. He is
Mm-hmm.
a genius.
Yes.
He also directed Shaun of the Dead, Baby Driver, The World's End, Scott Pilgrim versus the World, and Hot Fuzz. I love.
On, please. I don't think I realized he did Scott Pilgrim.
Mhm.
Huh.
He's got a look like he's got a real style, I
He
guess.
does. He does. No, I
Um,
see it now. I can't believe I didn't know that.
and I I forget that he did this movie because it doesn't
Me
feel like
too.
an Edgar Wright movie. It also doesn't
No.
feel like a movie made by a man.
No, it
S-
doesn't. I didn't even think about that.
so
You know,
props to him.
Shane was very excited about to watch this movie when it came out, and I was like, that's kind of random and weird. And then because I remember watching it
Mm,
and telling him about it, and he was like, "Oh, I want to see that movie." And I thought that was I was like, that's kind of random. And it's because it's because it's Edgar Wright.
yeah.
He loves Edgar Wright. We are a big um Cornetto trilogy
Yeah.
household.
It's
Yeah,
I love him. I hope
me
he
too.
never stops making movies.
Agreed.
Um, our notable cast. We
Oh
have
yeah.
quite a few. We have Thomasin McKenzie, who plays Eloise. You may know her from Jojo Rabbit, Old, Eileen, The Power of the Dog, or The King. I just learned how to correctly pronounce her name. It's Anya
I did not know
Taylor-Joy.
that. And yeah,
Anya Taylor-Joy plays Sandy. We've talked about her multiple times before. She's been in The Witch, The Menu, The Northman, and Split, amongst other
Marrowbone.
things. Marrowbone as well. Yes, that's correct.
I was the first time I ever saw her was Split,
Hmm.
and I wasn't. I don't know. There was something about her. I guess I don't know. I wasn't sure about Anya, and when I watched this movie, I was like, okay, okay,
Hmm.
I'm in it. Love her.
Adore
Love
her.
her a lot.
She feels like truly an alien. I don't think she's from this planet. She is too graceful, too
She's
elegant. Like,
ethereal.
yes, truly. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Anyway, we also have Matt Smith, who plays Jack. You may know him from Doctor Who. He was the 11th Doctor, or House of the Dragon,
Which is how I know him.
Targaryen that we hate to love. Um,
This man is not attractive.
Thank you. I was going to say this exact spiel. I know what you were going to say.
However, I have famously talked shit about this man. I'm so sorry. I have famously talked shit about it. And then I saw him in House of the Dragon,
Hmm.
and I would ruin my life
Hmm.
for Damon.
For Uncle Husband. Hmm.
Uncle. That's
Hunkle.
that
Hunkle.
is that is why we are incest finds us.
Yes. Damn it.
Yeah.
I think Matt Smith is very unattractive when he's standing still.
Yes.
The
When he
second,
acts,
yes, the second he is in character, immediately becomes a
because
very attractive man.
he was attractive in this until he was nefarious.
Yes.
Yes.
He's
Yeah.
it's the charisma.
It's the charisma. He's great.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
I remember him being cast as Damon, and I was like, are you out of your fucking minds? Like,
Mhm.
have you seen Doctor Who? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
I was quickly convinced he was the perfect casting as soon as first episode came out. We have Terrence Stamp, who plays the silver-haired gentleman. You may know him from Star Wars Episode 1, The Adventures of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, Young Guns. He played the devil in The Company of Wolves, which we talked about.
Oh, yeah.
And he was Emperor Zod in Superman and Superman 2, which is what people mostly know him from. We weirdly have James and Oliver Phelps, who play the coat room attendants.
So I did not pay attention to that. And then I meant to go back and look and I
Mhm.
forgot. So I need to go back, but
The
that is really
Weasley
cool.
twins.
And we need
movie.
to explain this.
Uh-huh.
So this effect is done what am I trying to
Practically.
say? Practically.
Yes, there's
And
a
yes, go ahead.
so the whole premise of the movie is that this girl falls asleep in this room that she has rented from this old woman, and when she sleeps and dreams, she basically astral projects or teleports to
Yeah.
another time and in the same place. She's still in London, in Soho, to another time, and she is in another woman's body who she finds
Hmm.
out is Sandy. Um, and so the first scene of her being this woman is she walks into a club, she walks down some stairs and sees herself in the mirrored wall. She sees herself as Eloise in the mirror, but we see Sandy walking down the stairs.
Yes.
This was done practically as both
Hmm.
actors in the same scene, which is why
Love
the
it.
twins are there because
Yeah.
they're playing the same coat.
I love that.
Yeah.
Why do that practically? Why not? I
I
love
know.
it. It's so great. I love it.
We have Sam Claflin. Speaking of the Hunger Games, he's credited as punter number 5.
I didn't notice him.
The spoiler is that he is actually young Lindsay,
Okay.
who is the silver-haired man. He's the young version of him.
I didn't notice him.
We'll talk about that later. He's the one
Yeah.
who tries to get her to get out of the life she's in.
Yeah.
Um, you may know him as Finnick from the Hunger Games, or
Yep.
maybe Me Before You, which is a movie I couldn't finish because I had a feeling it would crush me.
I have a friend who just watches that to emotionally cut, and I didn't love that movie, although
Mhm.
Emilia Clarke is really good in it.
I love her.
He was also in Daisy Jones and the Six.
That's right. I didn't see that, but yeah.
Yeah.
Most importantly, yes, more important than Anya Taylor-Joy, we have Diana Rigg, who plays Miss Collins. This is her final movie before she passed. She
That's
passed
sad.
before this movie finished production in 2020. She was that thing. She was that girl because she was a Bond girl.
Hmm.
She was also Miss Olenna Tyrell in A Game of Thrones. Maybe better than Cersei. I don't know. Um,
I am like getting emotional.
I this woman is a powerhouse of an actress. She lived a long, wonderful life. She was a fucking Bond girl. I mean, love, love her. Loved
Tell
her in this movie.
Cersei she'll want to know it was me.
I will never forget. I mean, God. Anyway, don't get
I'll never
me.
forget that either.
Just that scene is just that point in the story
I
is
want her to know it was
perfect.
me.
Ugh.
That's what it is. Tell Cersei I want her to know it was me.
Tell your
Anyway.
sister wife. Um, yeah, so as I said, this is a really interesting premise for a film. This is mostly, I guess, maybe considered sci-fi. I don't know what you would consider this.
I looked it up on IMDb.
Hmm.
It said psychological horror,
Okay.
giallo, and
Yes.
psychological thriller, supernatural horror. Yeah.
I do love that Edgar Wright takes lots of inspiration from Italian giallo films.
Yes.
Um, you can, I mean, we've talked about opera, Dario Argento was the master of giallo. You can see it in
Hmm.
this movie in multiple ways, and I
Absolutely.
love that he takes inspiration from that.
Oh,
Um,
by the way, we did
mhm.
not mention this in May, but Adam was a fan of Argento films. Yes, wasn't that?
Yes.
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 Hmm.
I can't believe I didn't say that.
I know. I didn't put it in
Good.
my notes, but I think he had a posters in his room
Hmm.
of
Yeah,
opera.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yes, it was opera because I remember seeing it, and sometimes I see things and I don't
I
write
didn't
enough things down. Is
I
what
didn't write it
happens.
down either. And that's annoying. But anyway, we said it, so that's all that matters.
There it is.
There it is. There you go.
um, it's a really unique premise that honestly I can't believe he pulled off because it's a story about a girl who may have a hereditary mental illness. We know that her mother committed suicide. They mentioned I don't know if they actually mention schizophrenia, but it's kind of suggested that maybe her mother suffered from schizophrenia. Because Eloise, in order to chase her dream and maybe start a new life in Soho, uh, goes to is accepted into a, I think it's a fashion college. She goes for fashion design, and again we have a girl who has trouble making friends. She's a little odd. Because of this, she leaves the communal dorm that she's living in because the girls are fucking horrible.
Oh my God, this, what's her name? Jocasta.
Jocasta?
Jocasta.
Ugh. Which Edgar Wright said that Jocasta would have been his name if he were born a girl, which I think it's so funny that that's the name that he gives the bully in this movie.
That's interesting.
Right?
Yeah, Jocasta. Fuck her.
Yes, all the way off. I watching it this time, I was like, I cannot remember if she gets her shit rocked or not at some point, but she absolutely deserves it. She doesn't get her comeuppance.
Yeah.
So, ooh, anyway. So Eloise leaves the dorm because of Jocasta and gets it's called a bed sit. There's a lot of like England lingo that
Yeah.
we just never hear. And a bed sit is basically just letting a room in someone's apartment. And it's this older woman named Miss Collins, and she lives above this famous is it Cafe de Paris? Is that the name of it? It's a famous like restaurant slash club. Anyway, she lives
Yeah.
above it. And Eloise rents a room from her, and she's got just a few rules, but the most important one is no men. Do not bring any men here.
Same.
Right?
Same.
And, you know, they get on like a house on fire. They get along great. And but oh, see
Never
what I
heard
did
that.
there?
It's
You
great.
never heard that? Get on like a, I don't know what it means, but you know, there is
It
a house
works.
fire in this
Yeah.
movie. Anyway, as soon the first night she sleeps in this incredible room. By the way, the lighting in this movie is so dynamic, I guess. Like there's a neon light outside of her window in her bedroom
It flashes.
that flashes blue and then red, and so like her whole room
I
lights
love
up.
it.
It's soothing. I don't know if I could sleep through that. I feel like
I
maybe I
don't,
could.
I would not be able to.
But she, you know, she falls asleep and
I love
wakes
it.
up in a dream. And I say astral project. I don't know how this works. It's not explained.
I feel like that's a good, I feel like astral projection is correct
Because
because
she's
I don't know
both,
how I would say it, but yeah.
right. She's both in Sandy's body, experiencing the past as Sandy, but sometimes she's outside of Sandy and
Yeah.
tries to talk to Sandy as herself. So she's haunted. Let's just say that she's haunted and possessed and experiencing a past event of a girl named Sandy who comes to London, comes to Soho to pursue her dream career as a singer. And she comes to this club, meets Jack, who convinces her that he's going to show her the ropes around town and get her in at a club so she can have her dream career. Everything
Yeah.
seems great. He gets her a job at a club. Um, the twist of it is that he's actually a fucking pimp. And and this is 19, oh, I forgot the actual year. It's in the 60s, obviously.
Yeah.
You can't deny the 60s in this movie, by the
Mm-mm.
way. Um,
Oh, the music in this is so perfect because
the
they
music,
use,
the fashion.
yeah.
Oh my fucking God.
And Eloise is she changes her hair like Sandy.
Mhm.
She starts listening to 60s music. She's very just
Inspired.
engrossed in this
Yeah.
beautiful dream of what
To the
she's
point where she will not go out and meet actual people. She would rather be transported because for a while this life is pretty nice.
yeah.
She's rubbing elbows with, you know, society and you know, until it gets really bad, and he has isolated her and made it so that she cannot leave London. Basically, she has to stay as one of his girls, and he puts her in a room, which is the room that Eloise is renting.
Yeah.
And above the club that he works at, and this is where he brings men to fuck her
Hmm.
against her will. Um, and so it turns into this terrible story of this woman being used and coerced into a life that she does not want to live. And Eloise, feeling like this is a real thing that happened, and she eventually sees Sandy being murdered
Hmm.
in a vision
By Jack.
by
Hmm.
Jack. And so she, this poor crazy thing, actually goes to the police and tells them that she has a vision of someone was actually murdered in this room. Now, for some reason, the female police officer takes a grain of what she is saying as being truth and actually looks
Yeah.
into what is going on. Um, Turns out the vision was not completely correct. She
Yeah.
was attacked by Jack, but um, Sandy, this is full of spoilers. Sandy actually kills Jack. And she continues to
Good for
kill
her.
every man that comes into that room to fuck her.
Hmm.
And there's a part of this movie where it almost feels like Edgar is going to make us feel bad for these men. And I,
Yeah.
because I haven't seen this movie in so long, I was like, there's no way he's gonna make me feel bad for the men, right?
Yeah.
No, it's a trick. They absolutely deserve it. But anyway, she's been hiding the bodies in the walls. Big spoilers here. If
Disgusting. Why does it not stink?
exactly, it should.
That was my first thing.
It
Every time
should.
like our trash stinks, I'm like, dead body.
Exactly.
Someone
And
hit a dead body. But no, it's just chicken.
but there were dozens of them. It was a lot. So it turns out, of course, Miss Collins is actually, what was her full name? Alexandra?
Alexandra Collins, yeah.
Alexandra Collins. It's actually Sandy. She now lives in the pimp room that she was forced to, have sex with men in, and she's been holding the secret all these years. Also, the big uh, tr what's the word, like twist in the movie that I
Hmm.
forgot about was this silver-haired gentleman that she keeps coming across, and we are led to believe, and I fully believed this even the second time
Me
around,
too. I
that
thought
it
it was
was
Jack.
Jack as
He's
an
creepy.
super creepy. The way he talks about, like, he's like, oh yeah, I knew all the girls, I kept them out of trouble, but
Yeah.
things Jack would say. The big twist there is that it was actually Sam Claflin's character. He
Yeah.
was a police officer who kept an eye on the prostitutes in the area to make sure that they were okay. And he, at some point in the movie in the past, he tries to convince Sandy to get out.
Yeah.
This movie, again, if you love giallo films, if you love murder mysteries, if you love visually uh, incredible visuals in a movie, that end sequence on the stairs when it's past
The
Sandy
mirror and it's breaking. Oh my,
singing and stabbing the mirrors, it is one of the most incredible just like sequences in film I think that exists. Um,
truly.
The music is amazing. I might be a hot take. I do not like Thomas and Mackenzie.
I don't think it's a hot take because
Okay.
I also don't.
Um, yeah.
Yes, that end
I,
sequence, absolutely
I lost my train of thought.
crazy. I'm sorry. My
No, it's
dog
okay.
was being
Um,
a baby.
no, this one is fully. This one is so fully good for her for me because just from the beginning, uh, Thomason and the Thomason, good lord, Eloise
Always.
in the present experiences creepy men from the second she gets to London.
I
Um,
clocked that too. I love that you wrote that note because I
mhm,
immediately was like, great.
yes, she's harassed by the cab driver. And then there's I forgot what the other guy says, but like trying to fucking stalk her basically
Hmm.
from the get-go. And then in the past, Sandy going to the first club that she performs in and realizing that almost every single person in the audience is a fucking creepy man.
Yeah.
Um, ugh, bad. feelings just immediately. So I don't know if at any point I'm supposed to feel sympathy for these men. I don't. I hope he didn't. I don't think he intended that in the film, which is
I don't
again
think so.
why I was shocked that it was written by him. I love that. Thank you, Edgar Wright. Making it okay for me to continue to like you. We get surprised sometimes. Um, he does have a co-writer, a woman. So it was Christy
Okay.
Wilson Cairns. Um, so yeah, this is fully good for her in every way, shape, and form.
So good. I'm so glad we watched this one.
Me
It's,
too. It was due for a rewatch. I love it.
yeah, me too.
But
Yeah, I haven't seen it since I first saw it.
let's go to the star of the show.
All right. So last but not least is this movie that I've seen once or twice. I'm not really
Once
a
or
huge fan of
twice.
it. It's fine. It's called Jennifer's Body. It's from 2009. It's rated R and it's an hour and 42 minutes. And if you follow me on social media, I probably posted Jennifer's Body or Megan Fox from Jennifer's Body
Almost every
post
day.
once a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least once a week.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so synopsis: a newly possessed high school cheerleader turns into a succubus who specializes in killing her male classmates. Can her best friend put an end to the horror? Tagline: she's evil and not just high school evil, which is a quote from the
I
movie.
love because we just talked about the demons that are in high schools.
Yeah, we
So
did.
I know exactly what they're referencing
Director is Karen Kusama. 2 episodes of Yellow Jackets, the pilot, and the season 2 finale is what she did before, which was cool.
there. And also the Invitation, which is a psychological horror, not the Vampire Invitation.
Okay, the
This
other
is
one.
the Logan Marshall Green Invitation. I should have specified. I forgot they're the same title.
Yeah, stupid. Writer is Diablo Cody, who did Juno and Lisa Frankenstein. And I was a big fan of Juno.
Mm-hmm.
And that was one of the draws to this movie when this came out. The other one being our first notable cast,
Yes.
Megan Fox.
Yes.
Plays Jennifer. She was in Transformers, Kill Death, Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
I just watched Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
I didn't know she was in that.
She was the voice of Chica, so she was just voice acting.
Yeah, she's also in Subservient on Netflix, which is an AI movie that I watch because of her.
Only because.
Yeah, so if you listen to our Friday the 13th episode from February, Jason takes Manhattan. Yeah. You will know why Missy is giggling when I said Transformers.
It's a trigger word now.
So much, Ron. So much.
It makes me so happy.
Transformers, the movie from 2007, is famously what introduced me to Megan Fox because I was a big fan of Shia LaBeouf. Emphasis on was, not going into that.
Yeah.
I am what is it called? I'm deconstructing from that religion.
Thank you. That's
from the religion of Shia LaBeouf.
Deconstructing from my parasocial Shia LaBeouf relationship.
Yeah, I think that's perfect. So yeah, I loved him, so I was gonna watch anything he was in, and that was his kind of renaissance moment. And every press he did, now this was in 2007, so we didn't have constant social media coverage of everything.
We're bombarded with it.
So I had handfuls of interviews that I was able to watch all of them, and most all of them he was with Megan Fox. So I got to know Megan Fox as well. And I was intrigued by her, which, 15 years later, I realized it was because I had a crush on her.
Intrigued, doing a ton of heavy lifting there.
Right. Even after I realized that I liked women too, I didn't realize until like later. I was like, wait,
Oh, that
my
makes
like
sense.
cutting pictures of Megan Fox because I liked Megan Fox was because I liked Megan Fox.
Yes.
So it's so funny. It's so
Listen,
funny to go back.
sometimes it takes us a long time to get to
Yeah.
obvious things for some people, and
Well,
that's on purity culture for me.
I was about to say, y'all have heard some of my my past trauma abstinence here clocking in. But
I want to
yeah.
make one comment about Megan Fox. Well, two comments. One, this movie is what made me realize that there is a perfect project out there for every artist.
Yes.
Megan Fox is continuously hounded for being a bad actress because people keep giving her a sex spot roles. That is why she's perfect for Jennifer's body. Number two, if you did not live through the early 2000s and the body shaming epidemic of the early 2000s, Megan Fox is so hot that people had to find a flaw in her because a woman can't just fucking exist and be hot. And I remember the outcry of her fucked up thumb. Do you remember this?
Yes.
That people were making fun of Megan Fox because she is so physically
it's a club
perfect.
thumb, right?
It's like she's got like a short nail. It's really weird. It's just like a
Yeah.
stubby thumb.
Yeah.
That is how
forgot about
fucking
that.
obsessed people are with women's bodies. That they had to find the dumbest fucking flaw on this woman and dog her for it. In magazines, they printed it. Anyway, that's my rant about Megan Fox. Leave her the fuck alone.
Please leave her the fuck alone.
God.
Also, she doesn't give a shit.
No, she doesn't. I love her.
She does not give a shit. I don't love Call Her Daddy, but I listened to her Call Her Daddy interview
Was it
and
good?
yes, she's so ridiculous. We would be
She's
friends.
very funny.
We would be friends if I wasn't attracted to her. Let's say that. 'Cause I wouldn't be able to be her friend if I was attracted to her.
Yeah,
But
it would be too weird.
anyway,
I don't think I could walk past her in public. Good Lord.
I have daydreamed about that, meeting her in public, and I don't know how I would.
I mean, it would
deal
take
with
my
it.
breath away, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, God. Okay, so we also have Amanda Seyfried, who played Needy. She was in Les Mis, Mamma Mia, Mean Girls, The Housemaid, Red Riding Hood. I have never been like the biggest fan. She's always been like middle ground for me.
Mhm.
I loved her in Mean Girls. This woman does not get the range of roles she deserves because her in The Housemaid fucking killed that role. And
I watched that movie at 8 a.m. this morning per your
You did?
recommendation. Yeah.
What did
I
you
didn't
think?
like the movie, but
Okay.
God, her performance,
She was great.
incredible. I love her. She needs to be cast as a psychopath immediately.
So good. Okay, side note. So was it a Sydney Sweeney thing? Is that why you didn't like it?
Yeah, I also want to say it's really cemented how much I fucking hate Sydney Sweeney. I cannot stand to hear her voice.
It's fair.
Ugh.
She sounds like she needs some Flonase.
Her and whatever wall-eyed milquetoast man she was paired up with, they're
Misty,
terrible.
We're not going to talk slander. That man is a beautiful man.
To someone,
that is not milk toast.
That's milk toast. That is Webster's Dictionary milk toast.
Misty.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
He's so hot.
That's like Ken. That's milk toast.
Oh, he is a little.
You can think it's hot. It's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But him and her together, I was like, mayonnaise mixed with mayonnaise. I hate Sydney Sweeney. Great boobs though. You know what?
Fantastic.
I get it. Perfect tits.
Fantastic.
But
I enjoy seeing them as well.
The acting, Jesus Christ. It pissed me off every sentence she said. And then she got into her like American Eagle Jeans voice the farther into the movie we got. And I was like, I can't do this anymore. Amanda though,
so good.
Out of the park. Loved it.
So good.
Yep.
I love that. Thank you for that little review.
You're welcome. Not
Um,
helpful at all, but
I loved it. I love it. So Adam Brody, a darling,
love him.
he played Nikolai, the lead singer of Low Shoulder. He was on the OC, Ready or Not, Promising Young Woman, Scream 4 as Deputy Haas, and The Ring as male teen number one.
I love it when people are credited as something fucking random.
Me too. He's great in this.
I
Absolutely love him.
I love him. And as far as I know, he's actually like a decent person as well.
Yeah.
I've never seen like him say or do a shitty thing.
Yeah.
Again, don't know this person, could be surprised, but
We also have Johnny Simmons, who plays Chip. He was in The Perks of Being a Wallflower, Scott, Pilgrim versus the World, and Sing Sing.
Sing Sing. I haven't seen it yet, but it's got all the Oscar
Neither.
buzz.
We also have Crispy Rat. Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt.
Crisp Rat,
He
as we
plays
call him in my
Roman.
house.
You might know him from Parks and Rec, Guardians of the Galaxy, and the Lego Movie. And he's not a good guy. We don't know.
No, he's a real shitty dude. Speaking
Yeah.
of evangelical Christianity.
And Anna Faris.
And Anna Faris. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of connections in this episode.
There is. We have J.K. Simmons.
I always forget he's in this movie.
Yeah. He was in Spider-Man, Whiplash, and Juno. I love that he was also in Juno. It just makes me really happy.
Yes.
And last but not least, talk about the darling.
Yes.
He doesn't even look like himself.
He doesn't. He looks like a baby.
Kyle Gallner, who plays Colin. Smile, Smile 2, Strange Darling, The Cleansing Hour, Beautiful Creatures, A Haunting in Connecticut, A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Which we won't speak of.
Give me a few months. We'll have to talk about it.
I know that's true. Shit, I forgot about that. I forgot he was in Beautiful Creatures. Do I have to go back and watch that movie?
I don't remember him in it, but yeah, that's actually a really fun movie if you're in the mood for like an early 2000s fantasy.
What's the City of Bones?
Yes.
That fantasy world of teenagers.
Like the what was it, the boys, the Coven one that we watched?
Covenant. Yeah, the Covenant.
Yeah, Covenant. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Wasn't Jeremy Irons in Beautiful Creatures? Like, didn't he play like the
Amy Rossum was in it too. Like it. Okay, fine. I'll watch it.
It's a good movie.
It is.
I liked it a lot.
I love that era of early 2000s, like post. God, I guess our buzzword this week is Twilight. Post Twilight, because it's really spawned that renaissance of like fantasy, teen fantasy.
Yes. I don't think we realized how lucky we had it during that time period, because it's hard to make movies like that now. Nobody wants them.
I will say I am not really a fantasy reader anymore. But back then I tried so hard to find a Twilight version of Fae. And guess what's trending now?
The Twilight of Fae. Yep. I made this comment before. I think I might have just messaged you and Misty this, but because I read the A Court of Thorns and Roses series. I don't really recommend them, but I read them all. If I get hooked on a series, good or bad, I will continue until I literally can't go any farther. Anyway, it is the Twilight that we wanted when Twilight was out, because it's like,
you say you don't recommend, but that sounds like a recommendation.
They're fun. They're not really well written.
It doesn't have to be good for you to say, Kindle, you'll enjoy this.
You probably will. It's just hornier Twilight. The very first book, A Court of Thorns and Roses, is just a Beauty and the Beast retelling with fairies.
Can deal with that.
You'll probably love it. Honestly, I say it's not great, but I would probably reread them at some point in my life. I read them all. There's like 5 of them, so obviously it kept me interested somewhat.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah, it's stormy outside. That's why Ned was being
Oh.
a little, yeah. Anyway, the first line in this movie is hell is a teenage girl.
Hmm.
And I love that because we literally were just talking about that.
Yeah. I almost feel like that should be the tagline of the, and it might be an alternate tagline because I feel like I've heard that a million times, but hell is a
Hell
teenage
is a
girl
teenage
also
girl.
goes two ways. Like, yes, teenagers scare the shit out of me. But being a teenage girl is hell. Like
Did you
you're
just make a My Kim reference?
no.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Teenagers scare the living shit out of me, yes.
Yeah, me too.
They're just terrifying.
Terrifying.
Ah,
Um, let's before we like get into the plot, or I guess we should get in the plot and then we'll talk about if we think it's a good for her.
okay.
So Needy is telling the story of her and her friend Jennifer. And Needy is just this like kind of little like mousy nerdy girl. And then you have Megan Fox.
Yeah.
And they're best friends, been best friends their whole life. And they go to a we have all been in this bar.
Mm-hmm.
It is a seedy, probably I could smell the bar. It smelled like cigarettes. The
Mm-hmm.
floor was
Oh
sticky.
yeah, the floor's sticky as hell.
The drinks were
Watered
watered
down.
down. Oh,
Mm-hmm. The shots are mostly sugar water in there.
yep.
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 Mostly mixer.
Um, so yeah,
And they're $1.
it actually physically, yes, $1. Yes. It physically looked like a bar that I used to frequent.
Mm-hmm. It
But
looks like a
anyway,
bar I used to work in.
yeah.
So, yeah.
So they go there to see this band called Low Shoulder. And let me tell you, the travesty that we do not have Through the Trees on any streaming service, it pisses me off.
Yeah.
Why? If you ask anybody what their favorite not like song from TV if it or movies, if
Yeah.
it's not
Scotty
Scotty
doesn't
doesn't
know.
know.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Which,
What?
yeah.
How did you do that again?
Because that's got to be the
It's
answer
Scotty
always.
doesn't know.
It's
Yeah.
Scotty doesn't. God, I love that movie so
But
much.
you can actually listen to that. That I actually heard I knew that song
Probably because it's
before
Matt
I saw that
Damon.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. But also like that and the song from Scott Pilgrim as well.
Mm,
The
yeah.
Black Sheep song. But anyway, come on, Through the
Both
Tree.
Edgar. Oh no, sorry, I was on a whole nother. We just finished talking about Edgar.
Yeah,
Ignore me
it's fine.
forever. I was about to say, wow, 2 songs from Edgar Wright? No,
Everything is flowing really well. Like these movies
except
are
for my
flowing
brain.
well. Because your brain is syncing with mine, which is really scary.
Okay.
But yeah, anyway, so what am I? Okay, yeah, Through the Trees. So they go to this bar and the bar ends up going up in flames
Yeah,
and
just terrifying.
people died, Jennifer. Anyone we know everyone. Oh, sucks for them,
I
I guess.
requested that Kendall write down notable quotes from this famously quotable movie. I
I
mean,
got you, girl.
it is. I'm so excited to hear all
That's
of
all
them.
my notes are really.
Good.
I'll go through this spiel and then I'll just say them all. So yeah, the bar goes up in flames and Jennifer and Needy are like the only ones that get out with Low Shoulder. And then she's in shock. Jennifer's in shock. So she goes and hangs out with these grown men in a
Yeah.
van who are wondering if she's a virgin. And Needy overhears them say, "Oh, I wonder if she's a virgin." And she goes, "Yeah, she's a virgin. Like, don't bother her. Like, blah blah blah." And so they're like, "Cool." So, which I hate that, but
Yeah.
so basically they take her, and this story is kind of told in not linear.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, because it is a flashback,
yeah, a
basically.
little flashback.
Yeah.
But they basically they need a virgin to sacrifice so they can to the devil so they
Mm-hmm.
can be famous.
Mm-hmm.
And they sacrifice Jennifer, but Jennifer is not even a backdoor virgin thanks to
Mm-mm.
Roman. Um
She had to sit on a bag of frozen peas.
yeah.
Ugh, God, I love the script so much.
It's so good, so punchy, it's sharp, it's so good.
Yes.
Like I yeah. So yeah, so it goes wrong because she is not a virgin. And if you try to do a sacrifice like that with someone who's not a virgin, you basically the demon gets transferred into the sacrifice. So
Mm-hmm.
now she is a demon, which good for her.
Yeah, she's specifically a succubus.
She's a succubus, which I
Yeah.
love.
Yeah.
And so one of my favorite scenes is when she comes to Needy's house and she has like, oh, I said I had a presentation. Damn it, I didn't get it. I just took pictures of Jennifer
Uh-huh.
that I love, all of her
Oh,
looks, but
you can post it on Instagram.
it'll be on our International Women's Day post tomorrow.
Yes, good.
But yeah, I love her with her puffy coat and the
Mm-hmm.
blood on her because spoiler, she ate the foreign exchange student.
I feel
She's
so
like,
bad for him.
does your host family know you're alive? And he's like shaking his head and she goes, does anyone know you're alive? Shakes his head. So she eats him. So he didn't deserve that. But
No, and I guess we'll go ahead and say
none of these
same as
boys,
May, these
yeah.
people did not deserve
The only
to
ones that
die.
did not get killed by Jennifer.
Exactly. Good point. Yep.
Which is a bummer because she
Well,
was the one that should avenge them
it is
because
kind of Jennifer in a way.
it's the demon that was in
Mm-hmm.
Jennifer.
Yeah.
Anyway, we will get to that. So, Needy is like, my friend is being weird. So basically she loses her glow and her sparkle when she's hungry.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and she has to feed. So she eats the quarterback, she eats Kyle Gallner.
Yeah.
Which Missy, we were recording last night and Missy quoted he asked if she wants to go see Rocky Horror Picture Show and she goes, I don't like boxing movies.
God, it's
so good.
It is incredible.
Let's see. Yes, I love it every time I watch it more and more. I was iffy when I watched it back in the day.
Yes. See, I forget what we haven't talked about this movie because we talked about this on Film Strip and we
Yes.
discussed in
Go
length.
listen to that episode.
Yes. About how this was a second, what do we call it? Like this was a rewatch love for us or whatever you would call it. We had to see this movie twice before we appreciated it and actually really liked it.
It was honestly ahead of its time. And the thing is this movie, while it kind of does feel like 2009, it's not dated. And the lingo is not dated, which is so Diablo Cody is very underrated in my opinion for that because she writes trendy, quirky things without putting it in a box.
Yes, because all the things, because I'm looking through the quotes that you actually pulled, all of these are really like, it's not, what do you call like the lingo that kids are using? It's not,
trendy,
like
viral
slang. It's not real slang that is ever actually used. Like,
yeah,
but it is. So, and that's so smart of her because, yeah, it doesn't feel dated because we're not,
I think they might have said MySpace at one point. Maybe, but that's literally like the only dated thing and MySpace is whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I just feel like I don't know. Even Shane wasn't a huge fan when we watched this. He actually watched The Babysitter and said that did it better. And I was like, we'll watch this again one day because because he was like, because it's funny and it's not taking itself seriously. And
Yes.
his thought was it wasn't intentional. And it is
Like The
intentional.
Room.
Yes.
No, it is very intentional.
It's intentional, but it does skirt that line where you're like, is this a bad movie? Is this a
Yes.
funny movie? Is
No,
this
I can totally see that.
clever? Yeah.
I also
And I think that's what we thought in 2009 when we saw it, and that's why it didn't do well.
Yes. Also, it's a product of the marketing, which to the director's horror, to Karen Kusama's horror, the studio decided to take hot Megan Fox and run with it, and that's how we're going to promote this movie. And that's a lot of people went in thinking it was going to be hot high school Jennifer's body.
Making out with Amanda Seyfried on her bed. Like,
Yes.
that's what we saw in her underwear. Like, that's what we saw and in the trailer and Hot Megan Fox. And I mean, I was gonna watch it regardless, but I didn't get it.
It puts forth a movie that we do not see.
Yeah.
I think it also matters that this is from a high school girl's point of view. And if you've never been in the dynamic of like maybe being the weird sidekick to a really hot friend, or, you know, there's a lot of just very girl-centric experiences in this movie. No, if a man doesn't like it, I totally understand, because it wasn't written for you. You know
it was written for a high school girl or someone who was a high school girl at one point.
Yeah. It speaks to
and as someone who is a sidekick, I totally see that. That's a really great point of view that you picked out. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I think, and even just like female friendship in general, because Jennifer is not nice to Needy. Like, I think they're very comfortable with each other because they've been friends since they were babies, basically. But since they were small children, Jennifer's been very bossy, very, she puts down, her nickname is Needy. That's not her name, you know? So
yeah, you're right.
And I think we've probably all had that friend.
Oh yeah,
you know,
100%. And it's you outgrow the person, but you don't
you can't let them
do
go.
anything about it.
Exactly.
Yeah, and so it just becomes
toxic,
docile, basically. Toxic.
Yeah.
Also, the sticker toilet in that bar haunts me.
Why?
Why would you touch that toilet to put a sticker on it?
You shouldn't be touching anything in a bar bathroom. You should be hovering and then walking out as fast as possible after you wash your hands. That's it.
Yeah. I saw that Republic bathroom many
times. You have not seen some of the terror that I saw in that. Oh my God.
I bet.
When the lights come on at the end of the night, magical things happen in both those bathrooms.
It's insane that were the men's bathrooms that bad? Probably not.
No.
Like, I don't get it.
I mean, they would find things like sunglasses and shit in the urinals. But yeah, it was almost as if women were doing handstands and then shitting in the bathroom for things to end up on the walls and the ceiling. I don't understand. The women, let's talk about women's bathrooms for just a hot second, because they're like magical portals. Amazing things happen in there.
Yeah.
Because women have to be terrified every moment of our lives, especially when we're out and we are drinking at places like a nightclub. Women's bathrooms become a safe haven, and women that would usually never speak to each other, when they're sober, you're gonna meet Megan Fox in that bathroom, and she's gonna tell you she fucking loves your dress and you look really hot tonight. And you're gonna walk out of that bathroom feeling like $1 million. Everybody's drunk. No one will remember it the next day, but that happens. You need a tampon. You need some lipstick. Here, I'm pulling a bottle of liquor out of my bra. Here, drink some.
Yeah.
While also, there's a girl in the corner doing a handstand and shitting on the wall. So if you've never had the privilege of being in a women's bathroom in a club, that's what happens, guys. That's why we go in groups.
Yep. Also, at the gay bar, most specifically the one here in Nashville, it's usually very magical.
Yes, there's a lot of cocaine involved in those bathrooms. I will
Oh
say.
yeah. Yep. That just, I don't know, that just like really warmed my heart to think about it. But
Uh,
all right, let me go down some quotes.
please do. One of the most
Uh,
quotable movies in history, honestly.
you're total lesbi gay. Love
It's
that.
true.
Hey, Monistat. What's up, Vagisil?
That is, I mean, that's like the only two friends in the whole country that have said that to each other. That's their thing. I
Yes.
love it.
Well, I mean, oh, for us, see, if she had done a trendy, it would have been hey skank, hey ho, hey slut,
Yes, and it would
whatever.
sound really
Skank.
stupid. It would
Mm-hmm.
sound stupid and overused and
Yep.
like it's adults acting
Yep.
as teenagers. That's what I'm saying. She's so smart. She was like,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh, I need slang, but it needs to be original to these two girls who've been friends since they were babies."
Mm-hmm. He's extra salty. I fucking love extra salty. And boo, cross out needy.
That's my favorite, I
Mm-hmm.
think. I wish I could use that. I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
can, but nobody will get
Boo.
it.
I always forget to say stuff like that.
Yeah.
I will say Shane and I say let's boo boo a lot, which is from uh the world ends
Uh-huh. At the at the world, wait,
at
the
the
world's
world's
end.
end. The
Just
world's end.
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. So we say that a lot.
They use boo boo in this movie too. I can't wait till you get to that quote.
Yes, I love that too. I can see your front butt.
Love that one.
As something like I can see your womb as well.
Can we
Which
pause for 1 second? Because that quote comes from what's his face? Chip.
Chip.
How do you feel about Chip?
I put him on my shit list.
Okay, good.
Because which also I put Jack on my shit list. I don't know if
Oh
I said
yeah,
that.
obviously.
Yeah. I put Chip on my shit list because Chip is a teenage boy. That is not his fault. However, this second he gets a chance, he's making out with Jennifer.
Absolutely. He didn't hesitate, did he?
No, he didn't.
I just hated, I've always hated him from the first
Me
time I
too.
saw this movie because he's such a shitty third wheel. Like he's always making a shitty comment. Like Needy gets it enough from Jennifer talking about her body or what she looks like. And
Yeah.
then because he's so jealous of Jennifer, he says shit to her like, "Oh, you're wearing that? I can see your womb." Leave her alone.
Yeah, leave
Poor Needy.
her alone.
Okay, I just had to know how you felt about shit.
No, not a fan.
Okay.
Let's see. It smells like Thai food in here. Have you guys been fucking?
I
Love
thought that
that.
was so funny. Oh my
Um,
God.
uh, Needy at one point goes, "No offense, but you look really tired. You feel okay?"
Hmm.
No, I feel like boo boo. My skin is breaking out. My hair is dull and lifeless. God, it's like I'm one of the normal girls.
I take it back. That's my favorite quote. She says, "I
No, I
feel
feel
like
like
boo
boo
boo."
boo. Yes.
I
And
love it.
yes, like I know exactly what she means.
Yes.
When she says I feel like boo boo, I'm like, I know when I feel like boo boo. It's
Yes.
usually when I have my
I'm getting the
period.
flu. Yeah, or my
Yes.
period's about to
Yeah.
start. Yeah.
I feel like boo boo. I love this. I just got Aquamarine on DVD. It's about this girl who's like has sushi. I guess she has sex through a blowhole or something.
What is she? Is that like just a stream of consciousness coming out of her mouth? What are you talking about, Jennifer? Like, what?
Um,
Did she say that to Colin? Like she was trying to get him to go to
yes.
what? Okay.
Um, and I love when she says we can play boyfriend and girlfriend like we used to.
She's
Okay, real
such
talk.
no.
Did you ever play boyfriend girlfriend with your friends?
No, I know my brother, he did. With this girl like down the street who I think was probably touched inappropriately as a child because of how she was playing boyfriend girlfriend. But I do not recall playing boyfriend girlfriend with.
Mhm.
I would do it at school and then
Yeah.
bite the boy. I got
We
in
were
trouble for that.
like we weren't like I wasn't like making out with my
Yeah,
9-year-old friends, but like
right.
we would play
Like play
like
house,
boyfriend,
right?
girlfriend. Yeah, like we would have boyfriends in the same space. I don't know. It's basically like playing Barbies, but
Oh,
not.
but wait, you're saying you had like an imaginary. I
Yeah.
did that.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah, I know what you're talking. I thought you like did the Needy and Jennifer thing with your friend.
No,
No,
unfortunately not.
I didn't have a a Megan Fox friend growing
I
up.
did not have a Megan Fox friend growing up
Yeah,
either. That would explain a lot if I did, though.
yeah, sucks for us. It's
It
okay.
does. That's all I have for quotes, but I do love at the end when this is like my favorite. Well, she also, when she does her infamous lighter tongue,
I am
she
a
goes,
god.
I'm a god. I
Mhm.
fucking love that. Oh, I should have worn my shirt. God
Yeah, you
damn it.
should have. And when she calls Needy on the phone, it is just immediately like, what does she say? Like, I'm hot as shit or something. Like,
Yeah.
that's how she answers the phone. Like, I'm
Yeah.
incredible. Like, what the fuck? What, Jen? What? What do you need? She just wants to brag.
I'm so mad that I forgot to wear my shirt. That's so
It's
stupid.
okay.
Anyway, and also
Been a
at the
gay.
end when when Needy goes, I thought you only killed boys, and she goes, I go both ways.
Hmm.
Fucking love that. That was also in the trailer. So
Yes, of course.
this is a bi movie.
They push it as a lesbian movie, but you
Yeah.
know.
I
Also
would say
the
this is a bi movie. We
oh,
checked this off.
for sure.
Yeah.
Um, when she says, she Needy tells her you're killing people, and she says, "I'm
Yes.
killing
I'm
boys."
killing boys. No, I'm not. I'm killing boys. And then later
Technically.
she says, I thought you only killed boys.
Mm-hmm.
I go both ways.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Also, when Low Shoulder is singing 8675309 to Jennifer before sacrificing her, I literally think about this like once a week.
Why did I not realize they sang that song?
Yeah, because they're like,
I just remember through the
Jenny,
trees.
like whatever they're like talking it. I don't know the actual
Uh-huh.
lyrics, but they're like talking it. And hold on, I'm about to look it up.
Like
867.
talking directly to her because her name's Jennifer.
Yeah. But it's like who I know you think I'm like the others who saw your name. Jenny, I need to make you mine. Jenny, I got you. And then they start singing it. And
Okay.
it's like I think about it all the time. I don't know why. I just think it's like they're literally getting ready to kill her and they're singing 86753.
This is a fucking silly movie. Like
It is.
it deals with some really serious like
Mhm.
because they kind of glaze over the sacrifice in the beginning and then we go back later in the movie and we're there with Jennifer and this is where I'm gonna tell you like this is Megan Fox acting. She seemed genuinely afraid and
Yeah.
scared for her life. That was amazing acting in
Hmm.
that scene. Um,
Yeah.
but
It's scary because she's in a van
yes,
with
with a
these
bunch of men.
men who are not taking anything seriously and
Mm-hmm.
they don't
They
rape
won't answer
her,
her
but they kill
questions.
her.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And then they fucking murder
They
her.
murder
I
her.
mean, worst case scenario. But then she comes
Also,
back as a demon and
yep.
can eat people, so that's pretty cool. Good for
We
her.
also have a Florence the Machine song, "Kiss with a Fist," which I love that is in this movie.
I do too.
Mhm.
It's like it
I
was
love
made
it,
for you.
honestly. In the end, Jennifer is stabbed, and the demon like leaves her
My
body, right?
tit.
Oh no, your heart, my tit. Love that. My tit.
uh,
But then Needy goes in and tries to kill Jennifer and they fight
mhm.
and she does kill Jennifer, but not before Jennifer bites her or scratches her or
Yes.
something.
Yeah.
And I always feel bad because Jennifer's mom walks in and
Yeah,
sees
it's pretty
her.
terrible.
It is. And then Needy
Because she
is
was
in
actually a
prison.
pretty good mom. Yeah. A
Yeah.
lot of the times we have like shitty moms for
Yeah.
these teenage. Jennifer's
Yeah.
mom was a good mom.
Yeah. So yeah, Needy is telling the story in prison, and then you see her break out because she had the demon transfer to her, and she goes and she hitchhikes, and the hitchhiker's like, "Where are you going?" And she tells him, and she goes, "Yeah, I'm going to see this band." And he's like, anyone famous? She goes, this is going to be their last show. And then it ends, but not before the end credits, where it's just
Yes.
flashes
You
of
have to
basically,
go after the
yes,
credits. It's like a mid-credit scene.
it's mid, yeah, it's like in the credits.
Yeah.
It's like flashes of Low Shoulder in their hotel room, and
because
Needy
they've made
basically
it.
comes and
The
kills them. Yeah.
sacrifice worked.
Yeah. And so she comes and kills them because she's a demon. And
Love
it's
it.
fantastic. And
really good.
that is Jennifer's Body. And it's one of my favorite movies, and I love it. And
It's truly a cult classic. I'm so glad that it got recognition after it was
me
dogged for so
too.
long.
Like it's just it's so good.
Speaking of the ending, it does kind of leave it open to a sequel.
Yes. So there's been whispers of a sequel. However, Jennifer's dead.
Yes.
So I know Adam Brody and Amanda Seyfried had talked in an interview, and she's like, I would do it, but only if Megan does it.
Yeah.
And
How would that work?
How would that work?
It could be a Scream 5 situation with her having Jennifer like behind her as a spirit, you know, like egging her on type of thing.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Interesting. I usually don't like that,
Yeah, me
but
neither. But how else would we get Megan Fox back in the
yeah.
movie?
Unless
Yeah,
she
I'm pretty sure Diablo Cody said that.
resurrects her.
Ooh, like that a lot.
Mhm. And can you imagine like Jennifer resurrected, like, oh my God,
It
you know,
smells
just
like sex in here.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Diablo Cody said like the script is written, she's just waiting for someone to want to make it, basically. But it is in like actively being shopped around, I think. So that's
I think it'll
always exciting.
happen.
I think so.
Beetlejuice was whispered
Eventually.
about for years.
And every time we heard it, we're like,
Hocus
that's not,
Pocus.
and Hocus Pocus,
Yeah.
like,
Mhm.
whatever, guy, every single year.
Yeah.
And then look, they happened for
Do
better
it.
or for worse.
Gimme, gimme.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
good
I
for
feel like
Jennifer.
good, honestly. Yeah, let's talk about the good for her part of this. What were your thoughts?
People have written like papers on this subject. I think the words like feminist cinema get thrown around a lot by people who don't know what the word feminism means. Feminism is not women killing men. But so I'll just read what I crossed out because my original thought was I'd like to talk about this movie through the lens of feminism because it's often praised as a feminist movie. If Jennifer only targeted shitty men, I would agree, but she targets innocent people. She's a demon, a succubus to be specific. I may be walking back some talking points that we discussed on Film Strip here. And then I took a shower and I was like, I went and crossed it out. And I was like, I decided that cross out everything I just said. I decided that this doesn't matter. The point here is we have a woman in the role that a man usually has in a slasher film. And no one writes papers about that. So maybe that's all it is. But because it's a woman, it doesn't mean it has to have a deeper meaning. It could just be a really fun movie.
Yeah, I think that that works.
No one's writing dissertations about why Jason kills women who have their boobs out. Maybe they do. Yeah. But like it doesn't get like the weird attention stuff like this does,
Yeah.
I don't know.
You have a couple alternative casting.
Oh, I forgot that. I'm sorry. That's actually important. Okay. So Emma Stone was considered for Needy, which I think could have worked. I think I love Amanda's performance again, but I think Emma Stone would have really killed it. And Blake Lively was originally offered the role of Jennifer.
Well, first of all, I can't picture anyone other than Megan Fox as Jennifer. Absolutely never. I am trying to picture Blake Lively, and like, yeah, maybe, but it wouldn't have been what this is
No. And like I
without
don't
her.
like Blake Lively, but I can see her as like a snotty high school girl.
Yeah.
I mean, she is a snotty high school girl, so I'm sure it would have, but yeah, it would have been a totally different movie, I think.
Boo, cross out needy.
Cross out Blake Lively.
I it smells like Thai food near. Have you guys been fucking? It just wouldn't have.
Those words coming out of her mouth wouldn't land like it comes out of Megan Fox's.
This is her. This is her.
Yeah,
Hers.
it's her movie.
100%.
She owns it. So, yeah.
Yeah. Agreed.
But yeah. That was one of our favorite subgenres of horror, period. Good for her.
I
How would
feel like
you
we talked a really long time about these.
We did. We did. It's been like
Almost.
3 hours.
Yeah.
That's okay. I knew this would run long. Um, I don't think we even need to ask each other this, but where are you ranking Good for Her?
It's top tier.
Yeah.
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 I'll
Yep.
put it in.
Yeah. I don't care if it ran long. I love these movies.
Me too. I
And-
had so much fun. I'm glad we did it.
We've waited a long time to talk about a couple of these, so
And we picked 4 amazing movies.
yes. Oh, all of them. So trivia, which
yeah.
somebody forgot to do.
I did too.
Our last episode was episode 43, Cursed Object. Would you like me to go first?
Yes.
Okay. True or false? The Possession is based on a false haunted eBay listing for a wine cabinet.
Yes.
That is true. I should probably take the word false out of my question. Fake is fake.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. Hold on. In the monkey. In the monkey, the
Mhm.
cursed toy monkey originally belonged to which family member of Bill and Hal?
Their grandpa?
Their father.
Oh.
Wait, I thought it was. Yeah, I think it was their father, right?
I don't remember his name. I know it's Adam Scott.
Yeah.
Is that their dad?
That was their dad.
Okay.
Well, shit. Now you're making me second guess.
Well, don't let me do that because I don't know. That's why I said grandpa because he felt disconnected from the rest of the movie. So
Yeah.
yeah, it makes sense because they didn't have a dad growing up.
Yeah. Okay, go next.
Okay. In the movie In Fabric, what magical quality does the dress possess that entices women to purchase it?
Say that again.
What magical quality does the dress possess that entices women to purchase it? Like, why do multiple women buy this dress?
Is this pretty? I don't know.
Because it fits no matter what your size is.
Oh,
It fits you perfectly.
Sister of the Traveling Dress.
Exactly.
It does.
But
It's
make it
any
weird.
size. And yes, he was their father.
Okay.
To confirm. In Oculus, what is the name of the haunted mirror?
The Lasser glass.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah,
hard to say.
I phoned that one in, but
That's no. Because who besides us freaks remembers that? Like,
that's fair.
yeah. Great. See, sometimes we pull good questions out of our butts.
Yeah.
All right. For my book. A drum roll, please, because I finally fucking read this book. I've had this book on my TBR for years. And it's often cited as the perfect book tag along to The Witch, and it is, and I probably should have had this book. Anyway, I finally read it. It is Slewfoot by Brahm. I
Oh.
actually have the physical copy of this because of the art, because he's an incredible artist. But this book is about a girl named Abatha who marries into a Puritan community. She was not raised as Puritan. She marries into a Puritan community. Her mother was a conjure woman who, which means she made medicine for people and charms and things, like little love charms and shit, which is just dried rose petals or something to put under your pillow. Anyway, Abatha it marries a man whose brother wants their property. I specifically love this because this is why the Salem witch trials happen, as we talked about. It was over property. Her husband dies, so her brother-in-law tries to wrangle this property out of her. If she
Mm-hmm.
loses this, she basically has to live in servitude to her brother-in-law, like as an indentured servant, um, or pay him the money she owes for the farm because her husband's dead. She can't work. So she's determined to work this farm on her own, and she eventually uh, hires the help of a forest god, whom she names Samson after her goat who died, because he looks like this. Now, this is not a love story,
Okay.
but you can't put a man like that in this book and tell me this isn't going to be a love story. Anyway, they are friends. Um, and he helps her keep her farm by performing nature god tasks. This book delves into the history of what different people and different religions think the devil is and the imagery of that. It delves deeply into Puritan culture and how women were treated. Um, and it is ultimately the ultimate good for her story because the story is Abatha doing everything in her power and maybe siphoning a little bit of evil power to make sure that the men in this community do not take her fucking farm or her life because I mean, like I said, she's bound for indentured servitude in a Puritan community if she does not make it. Um, 5-star read. I hate that I waited so
Okay.
long to read it. It is,
Yeah.
and if you've read any of Brahms' work, he is an incredible storyteller. I mean, there's the story of Abatha and her saving her farm, and then we've also got this Samson, the forest god, who actually doesn't know who he is. He wakes up and he's like, who am I? So he's discovering that at the same time. Oh my God, it would make an incredible movie. It's like The Witch with fantasy elements.
You need to read Wayward.
I know. It is on my TBR still. Um, Actually, I'm going to see if my library has it.
Mhm.
Yes.
Well, you sold me that book, so
It's so good. Oh my God.
um okay. So for music, I have been curating a small list of songs for this for a while. I heard this song one time and I'll just read them all, but this one specific song I heard and I was like, I could see this in a good for her. It is She's a Rainbow by the Beatles. No, the Rolling Stones. I literally just saw the Rolling Stones and I said the Beatles. She's a Rainbow by the Rolling Stones. Um, it has, I don't know, like it has nothing to do with good for her, but or rage, but it just I see it in like maybe a promising young woman setting or even like Last Night Soho.
Mm.
Just where it's like a frivolous kind of pretty song and she's a rainbow and I just love it. Other
After
ones
she's
I
killed a
have,
man.
yes,
Yeah, I like
yeah,
that.
or when she's doing something bad. I also have Oh No by Marina. I have You Should See Me in a Crown from Billie Eilish.
Hmm.
Operate by Peaches. Kiss with a Fist from Florence the Machine. Just a Girl from Florence the Machine, the cover she did for Yellow
Yellow
Jackets.
Jackets. Mm-hmm.
And Breakfast by Dove Cameron, which is really good. I eat boys like you for breakfast.
Yeah, I've heard that one.
So good.
You probably are too. I'm a weird Dove Cameron fan.
Oh yeah. She's in a thriller on Prime that I watched, 56
Kaya,
Days.
yeah, Kaya just watched that and she was like, you have to watch it. It's so good.
It's very good.
Yeah, so I gotta watch it.
It's very good. I loved her in it. Um so yeah, those are the songs. I gave us a bunch, but
And you have a playlist, correct?
it is a playlist.
Okay.
It's a short list because I told Misty this. I want it to come like organically to me. I don't want to
Yeah.
build it. So I want to hear a song and put it on there. But
I like that.
mhm.
Like, not just I Googled suggestions and this is what
Yeah.
everybody else said. I like that.
So yeah. So I guess we're ready to spin.
Oh my God. Are we gonna get punished this time?
I don't know. I counted. We have a little over 30 options on here without
Still?
without the years. Yeah.
Okay. How long
So
has it been since we did a year? We did
the
1995
beginning of the
recently.
year.
Yeah.
So like 3 episodes.
Do you want to put them
Because
back on or
we did 95,
5 with Ron?
then we've done 2 Friday the 13th. We
Mhm.
did Curse Objects, and we did this one. So
Okay.
3 regular episodes.
It's up to you, whatever you think.
Let's do years next time.
Okay. I like
Yeah. Yeah. Let's do regular this time. All right. Can't see it.
that. What is it?
We got prequels.
Oh, fun. Oh, yes.
I already know my two.
Okay.
We're going
What are they?
Pearl
Yep.
and Orphan, whatever
First
it's called.
Kill.
First Kill, yeah.
Yep. I feel like you've had these ready this whole time.
Yep.
That's not what I need. Sorry, I'm pulling up my master list.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, I cannot wait to watch First Kill again. It's been a long time.
Same. And Pearl. I'm so excited.
Mm. I'm gonna go crazy off the rails with one of my picks, and I'm picking Prey, which is the Predator prequel.
Oh, Missy, we are in the middle of watching the Predator movies. I haven't gotten to that one yet.
Oh,
So this is
good.
perfect.
Oh, perfect. It's so good. Um,
Oh,
hmm.
I'm looking at your list.
Yeah, it's not great, is it?
Mm-mm.
Let me do a
Google.
Google. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's one specific one. I was like, please don't make me watch that movie again.
Sorry. I mean, there are so many options. Okay, I could also do another big swing. Mm,
Hmm.
God, there's a lot of choices. Um, mm-mm-mm.
A lot of them are in franchises.
Yes, and that's,
I mean, if we have to,
I mean, when we did sequels,
sequel.
we did from franchises as well, so
Yeah.
that it doesn't bother me.
Yeah, neither.
It's just choosing one. So I will say my initial first thought was to do The Thing, 2011.
Okay.
And my other, I feel like, because my other thought was to do Prometheus, but I feel like talking about Prometheus outside of talking about the Alien franchise is not going to make much sense.
I literally just watched that movie.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You don't like it, do you?
It was fine.
Um, and there's also The First Omen, which is a great prequel.
Mm-hmm.
Um, God, this is harder than I thought it was going to be.
Well, I took two really good ones like immediately.
Oh,
so.
well, I knew you were taking that. I swear you've either like said this or texted me this something. I knew it was gonna be
Yeah.
those two.
Yeah.
And there's also Ouija Origin of Evil, which is Mike Flanagan.
Yeah.
We've
Yeah.
already talked about Annabelle Creation. Fuck. I don't know why this is so difficult.
There's The Quiet Place, the beginning.
So I haven't seen that.
I
And
haven't
I
either.
didn't like The Quiet Place.
I haven't
So
seen that one. It just doesn't seem like something I would like.
I hated it. Shit.
I feel like Origin of Evil is a pretty good
Ouija.
option. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. Out of that list, that's probably the better choice. Were you hoping I didn't pick Pet Cemetery Bloodlines?
Yes.
I would only choose it so that we could honestly compare it to because
I
we did
wouldn't.
talk about
Yeah.
Pet Cemetery.
I wouldn't mind watching that and both Pet Cemeteries
Mhm.
at another time, but the remake also pissed me off. I think I just love that movie so much that they both pissed me off.
Yeah, I know.
If you think about it and you find another one, I mean,
Yeah. Like I think it's either good I'm either gonna keep Ouija Origin of Evil or I'll go back to the first Omen.
I'm good with either. Yeah, those all sound great.
Yeah, but we'll stick with this. It's fine. We can pick other things for other episodes. So Prey, Ouija, Origin of Evil, Pearl, and Orphan First Kill.
But yeah, so what a great episode.
Yes. We ran long, so sorry. Not
Yeah, we
sorry.
did.
I'm not apologizing
Yeah.
to anyone anymore.
And if you have any comments or anything, hit us up on Instagram, 2girls1crypt. You can also email us, 2girls1crypt@gmail.com. No one ever emails us, but I'm always going to ask. Let us know what you think about our episodes. You can also leave comments on iTunes. Rate us on iTunes would be really cool. I don't think we have any. It helps us grow. And
I think we do have some on Spotify.
Oh yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But yeah, we would love more reviews and comments and interaction. We also have
we have 11 ratings on Spotify. We are a 5-star podcast on
Hell
Spotify.
Yeah, we are.
Thank you, friends.
Thank you, friends. Thank you for those who rate and review us. Yeah. It makes us happy. Also, if you want more of us, which why wouldn't you? You can find us on Patreon. We do 2 bonus episodes a month, and we also do fun stuff over there. We have our friends over there a little more often, and you can also see us if you're into that, because we post videos. So
yes, unedited, which sometimes is, especially when we have people like Ron on, is pretty wild.
Oh boy, yeah. Honestly, the unedited is great. Yeah, Ron is our little chaos goblin.
He is a chaos goblin.
But yeah.
Anyway.
So
well,
that's us, 2 girls, 1 crypt.
Yep. Till the end of time.
All right. Well, I guess I'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Check you later.
I was trying to think of a Jennifer's Body quote. That's not.
I know. The only thing I can think of is boo. Cross out needy.
No, that'll work. Bye.
Bye. Thanks for joining us on another episode of 2 Girls, 1 Crypt. If you like what you heard, find us on Instagram and Facebook at 2 Girls, 1 Crypt and let us know. We also have a private Facebook group where we can discuss more fun horror things, and that is 2 Girls, 1 Crypt Keepers. We would also love to have more friends on the podcast. So if that is something that sounds fun for you, send us an email at 2girls1crypt@gmail.com and let us know.